Welcome back to King's Campaign 3, A Broken Oath, where we last left off. A great tournament ended in tragedy. The king of the nation of Onedbur was slain by the mysterious figure that claimed to be his deceased ex-wife. Upon doing some personal investigation and whatnot, the group eventually found themselves searching for more of the Reavers, the group associated with Warren and Lyra. Submerging themselves deep in the sand, digging their way through. Well, first they came across a turtle. Now that guy was great, let me tell you.
So cool.
He gave them a little liquid bottle that they don't know what it does yet, and then he helped them dig their way down until they found a secret base of the Reavers. They were creating, smelting weaponry and shipping it off to their groups. And of course, our little group of heroes here took them on and easily slain them all. However, in a moment of personal vanity, Warren made the mistake of altering the flames of the smeltery, releasing the mighty fire elemental that apparently called it its home. Distraught that its flames would soon burn out due to its home no longer being supplied by the Reavers, the fire elemental made the group a deal. It wouldn't destroy them as long as they found it some sort of eternal burning flame to inhabit. And so it decided to set up shop in Lyra's one working eye until that can be met. And she now knows she's on a time limit for it'll eventually begin melting her brain. So that'll be fun when we get to that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but we won't really notice until it's too late, will we? That's the issue.
However,
your skin burning away, she's just not gonna say anything. You're like, are you alright, Amelia?
I'm a little hot, Warren, but don't worry about it.
I can still complete my task, Warren. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Melt.
Yeah.
Everything don't work, but as long as she's like still got motor functions and she can still kill something, she's got use in her eyes.
True.
Anyways, Lord San Monder, the crown warden of the nation, brought the group towards not only the funeral for the king, but the coronation of the princess becoming the new queen of the land. Princess Athena became something much worse, as she revealed that she had in her possession supposedly the crown of Onedbur. Placing atop her head, it grew horns, and sickly clouds filled the sky, and soldiers that were told to bend a knee became werewolf-like creatures. They attacked the citizens as some sort of curse began to take root in Onedbur. The soldiers, joined by the heroes, were able to fight them off, but even now, the inner city, the main threshold where the rich live and the kingdom stands, has become to fall under the hand of this new evil queen and whoever is working with her. In this moment, burnings are burning in the distance as
What are they building?
Lord Cian and some of his men have finally halted the onslaught of creatures and have reunited with the heroes. Where things go from here, we gotta watch and find out.
Oh,
So
do we have to
anyways,
watch as well?
No, I don't
I
have a
wanna watch.
cinematic
I wanna
right now.
play.
Maybe eventually. I'm working on it, but give you something
Oh.
exciting. But no, not right now. Not right now. Sorry. All right. Anywho, you guys just well, some of you got beat up pretty bad. Some of you didn't have to do a whole lot. But you sliced your way, specifically Theron, sliced your way through all the Were Hellhound Knights, and you've regrouped with the Crown Warden, as him and his men, all battered as well, are trying to take stock of everything that has happened this fateful evening.
Are we gonna go to the other map still, or is it just? Are we just
No,
Yeah,
you're still there, but there's no reason to be on it anymore. So.
Fair enough.
combat.
So that means as soon as he pans back to it, there's like 12 enemies surrounding us. You're aware of this, right?
I hope. That'd be
Wait
sick.
for it.
Don't lowball me like that. 27 enemies, okay?
Oh,
I can take him.
In a
Same.
fight, right?
As long as you hit
In a
the...
fight.
Of course, in a fight. You guys are weird.
Shit, like,
Oh.
There's like 3 people in front of us, right?
Yeah, you have just some unnamed soldier currently. Actually, behind you is that soldier that's been following Lyra around because she saved his life. So there's another
Hell yeah.
one.
Oh, yeah, right.
The Crown Warden is there, and Lyra pointed out last time that she noted, though he's a little beat up, Mavis is there as well, that soldier, so...
Alright,
yeah, when
awesome.
they-
What's up, Peter?
I was just gonna say when they've walked. I assume like we've walked up to the group.
Yeah, you
and-
saw them go ham on some of those creatures, so and then they
Yeah.
spot you guys, so.
Yeah. As we've walked up, Lara will recognize Mavis. Simply put her right hand to her chest and do a little salute. And simply say, "Hello, sir."
He will, although he's like winded and panting, he grins as he sees you. He gives you the Onidbur salute. Ah, I'm glad to see you are all right.
All right is a dicey way of wording it. You know, not often you go to a coronation and get jumped by third men.
You'd like that though. Well,
Insane.
Maybe a little.
You really broke character for a second there.
I got him. These unfortunate circumstances we now find ourselves in. I see you can all handle yourselves quite well, but soldier, you know who they are. Indeed I do. They participated in a few events together, and though I wish we were meeting again under better circumstances, they are good people, Crown Warden. Indeed. Well, I asked you for your help before, and now you see why. I knew there were other figures at work here, but this is so much worse than we could have possibly imagined. And like another soldier runs up. This guy's like holding like his side that's been bandaged. Sir, the inner city has been completely compromised. All citizens are being evac'd. Continue with the extraction then. We're going to place the entire inner walls on lockdown. The rest of you, I recommend you come with us. There's a place we can rest for a moment.
I mean, yeah, if you think it's wise, we'll follow.
Gosh, try not to sound so excited about it. All right. So, you guys are actually brought to, it's going to take a while, but you eventually get out of the now absolutely, like, destroyed inner city. The walls are being blockaded off on the various openings. The passageway for boats in that inner river is being cut off, and there are soldiers from all around keeping it on lockdown. There are more werewolf creatures you see in the distance being held back by soldiers, but it looks like they're just trying to contain the issue for the time being. You are all going to travel for a good half hour or so to get one into the outer areas, and you are going to be brought to, why don't I have the fucking name? Oh wait, no, the Lucky Leap Tavern, so it's a little exciting there.
Love taverns.
I know you do. Here we go.
Wow!
No way.
Holy shit. Windows. Is that a dog pissing on the building? It is.
Maybe.
My God, that's Gradius.
Oh, I have to take leaks so bad.
No, that's not where you do it. So yes, Lord Cian, Mavis, and a handful of other Knights of the Crown, along with several just citizens of the kingdom, all like huddle in along with you guys. Though there is like no tavern music for once, it's quite desolate in here. Lord Cian, he ends up grabbing hands with the man who appears to run the establishment, this short guy with like a really thin-lipped mustache, and he greets him. This here is Rico Tane. He's an insider source for all of us, though I don't always approve of his methods. Rico just starts chewing on like a toothpick. He's a
He doing illegal shit.
He is a trustworthy man, and we should be safe here for the time being. But I do say, Monder, this is a bit rougher kind of circumstances. What in the hells is even going on out there? It's stressful, but open up my tab. I think we could all use a drink at this point.
Oh, Gratis has already ordered like fucking 3 drinks.
That one's gonna drink through your entire pocket, Crown Warden. I don't care at this point. And so there's a barmaid, and she starts pouring ales for, well, everyone, but a lot for the Minotaur. So, also during this time period, you can all short rest if you so wish.
Yay!
Do I need to?
I do.
Yeah, I might need to.
The one of you who desperately needs to can.
Please. Oh no, all my fucking hit dice are expended. Fuck.
Oh no!
That sucks. Unlucky indeed.
But I guess. Yeah, no, actually.
It was after that
Unlucky.
Reavers fight. Because otherwise, like, I would not have survived if I hadn't expended all my hit dice to heal. I just rolled poorly when we were hanging out in the coronation. All right, well,
Unlucky.
unlucky indeed.
Warren
Does anyone have first aid kit?
I mean, I'm probably gonna be the best you're gonna get, buddy. Are you cool with me healing you just a little?
Oh yes, of course.
Okay, so we're gonna do what I like to call the healing press.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast a level 1, first level cure wounds.
Yeah.
And you're gonna take 10 points of healing back.
You're gonna take
So-
10 points of healing damage.
Yep, you're taking 10 points of
Yeah,
healing
yeah.
damage. As I just.
Oh, why
as-
does it hurt so good?
And the way that Warren's gonna administer it is he's gonna slap Dradius in the back of the head.
Oh, okay.
What the? Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah, see?
Excellent.
Healing hands.
Oh, that is good. You have another one?
Unfortunately, yes, and I will give him the follow-up, because I'm going to assume that you're pretty beat up if you're asking for like a
Oh, yeah,
second
he's all
one.
caught up. He's
That-
been bit by the werewolves, so...
That brought me up to 27, and my max is 65.
All right,
Oh,
well,
really
you're
cool.
also going to get...
Fuck. Must be nice to
It's
be
okay.
under half HP. It'll be okay.
It's okay, buddy. You'll get there one day.
Yeah, thank you, man. At level 20, maybe, yeah.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Kieran.
No worries. That second one was more of like he reaches around the front and like gently like tugs at his muzzle, like at his muzzle, like as if he's like a bopper. He's like, pull it, doing.
Bop it. Ow! Pull it.
Is this really necessary?
Absolutely, this is crucial to the healing process.
All right, and he'll just go back to drinking his nails.
Everyone's like sitting around this big table, and I just picture Dradius is by himself at the bar drinking. Like half listening, half just getting pounded, so.
Yeah, pretty much.
So where's like everyone of importance kind of sat? Like this big table, yeah. Like you know, whereabouts is everyone like seated, give or take? Like you know.
Well, they
Is-
kind of
are, like, the
figured you
more
would all want to
important
sit
people-
together. It's like a lengthy. It's basically like a couple tables have been jammed together that like for almost like a big party kind of thing. So it's a handful of tables. You have Lord Cian, Rico Tane is sitting next to him, who wants to be in on this conversation. There's a handful of other soldiers. Some are just kind of standing around. There's a couple townsfolk nearby, hoping the Crown Warden has something to say. And then on like the other side of the table is open to like the four of you to sit. So.
Well, if that's the case, then I'm going to point at the seats. I'm going to look at Lyra and Theron and be like, while the big man's getting drunk, let's go steal those seats before someone else does. I want to listen in on the juicy gossip.
These seats, King,
Mm-hmm.
are they like chairs? I assume they're chairs, right?
Yeah, they're chairs. They have like they're wooden chairs that have like railings on the side for your arms, and there's like light pink cushions on them to sit upon.
Okay, then Lyra will reply. Understood, Warren. And she will pick up one of the chairs and start making her way to the exit.
No, don't take a seat. I mean, we're going to sit down, kid, okay? We're going to sit down, relax ourselves, okay? Can you do that?
You mentioned stealing, Warren.
I meant... Yeah, I did. I should have been more careful with my wording, but come on.
If the girl wants one of my chairs, she's welcome to it, but you're gonna have to pay for it.
Keep your hand. Yeah, true. No, Lyra, just put the seat down. We're gonna sit, okay? Sit. Not
Of course, Lyra.
steal.
She sits on the
Understood.
ground with the chair in her hands. Right?
Man, that would be funny.
You didn't say sit in the chair, Warren, so.
Yeah, no, she's not as stupid, unfortunately.
No,
yeah,
she
so
just
put
takes
this-
it literally. That
That's-
doesn't make her stupid, so.
Yeah, no,
That's-
I know.
That's safe for Dradius.
Okay.
We gotta differentiate between the two somewhat.
Exactly.
Yeah, so put the chair back.
Lyra
then.
is naive. Dradius is an idiot.
Real.
Yeah.
Lord Crown
Yeah.
Warden, this is quite the interesting group you have assembled. It's all we got at this time, I know, but even as shady as I am, are you sure you want to be giving away personal information with these people?
Hi.
You wave at him. He just tips his hand with a toothpick in it towards you and goes back to mulling at his teeth. Well, I do not know them that well, but I know they're good people. They try and help out where they can. They've been dealing with the Reavers, from what I have heard. And Mavis seems to trust them. Besides, we need all hands on deck at this point. This city is in major turmoil. So, what do the four of you say? my deal still stands to pay you if you assist us with whatever in the hell is going on around here.
Yeah, so you said it was 200 gold each?
Indeed.
Can we potentially bump that up? Because that price was going before we realized that there were, like, Hellwolf people involved. Currently, like, the asking price is dealing with Hellwolf people and potential devils and, you know, catastrophes. The going rate these days is about 400 each.
He kind of looks at you and he like scratches at his like blackened beard. Well, it is easier to acquire funds when I had the king on my side, but I believe the Monder family would have enough wealth that I could accommodate such things. He does slap 400 gold alone on the table. We'll say this is your opening payment, 100 gold each, until I can acquire the funds to pay you in full, and also have you actually assist in the matters, of course.
Oh, of course. I think that's only fair enough. But like, I'm gonna have like, I'm gonna conjure up like a mage hand and just have it like slowly, like deliberately, agonizingly slowly, just drag the coin purse towards me across the table.
Everyone goes silent as they watch it slowly move across the table. Everyone's just waiting because they know it's gonna be a distraction. It like gets stuck on like a thing, and then you hear like. And then finally you hear like shh as it lands in your lap.
That was heavy. Yeah, I could have just grabbed it myself, but thank you.
Of course. And your assistance is appreciated in these matters. And he kind of like looks around and he gestures for the guards to like keep other citizens like away from this conversation. Well, I can't say for certain I know what is going on around here, but I can tell you a bit of a tale that might have it linked to the events going on. There's an expedition I went on with the king as we entered the Fey realm several years ago. We did it in an attempt to rescue Queen Lyrencia. I'm not going to translate all this in his voice, okay? He's just going to tell you some things, because you're probably going to have to write this down, so...
Okay.
So, Lord Monder tells you a story. A story that some people know the king has told the story many times in his court. And he adds that only him, so Monder, and Master Aiden vowed not to speak about the events that took place in the Fey realm other than what has been specifically said. 15 years ago, the Satyr Lord King Dasmig kidnapped the Queen of Onedpur. King Waldron organized a rescue mission that included his firstborn son, Prince Krasnar, a high-ranking priest of the Temple of Knowledge, named Father Lester, the former Archmage of the Arcane Tower, Master Aiden, and, of course, Monder himself. This little group went into the Fey realm to rescue the Queen. He doesn't remember how they crossed to the Fey realm or returned from there, that those memories have been taken from him, but he recalls a strange tree with eyes upon it. He explains that he remembers everything as if it was only a vivid dream, but the recollecting of fading memories has come to him over the years, so it seems someone has stripped some of his memories from him. In the Fey realm, King Waldron defeated King Dasmig in a duel. The Satyr Lord was fascinated by the king's demeanor and power, and returned the queen willingly rather than needing to be killed. The two kings sympathized with each other and celebrated their newfound allegiance with a feast at the Satyr Lord's court. King Dasmig blessed the crown of Onedbur with a blessing to basically give wealth and prosperity to the city and empower it with positive energy. It was an apology gift, basically. On their way back, Prince Krasnar and Father Lester were swallowed by a quicksand-like area of the swamp and were killed. And that is the interpretation that the Lord has. And so that is what he might consider what the Queen said when she said he was a traitor.
Okay.
Warren is just idly scratching his chin as he listens. He's just like, is there any way we can get her testimony? Or is, like, communicating with evil shit a bit difficult?
Well, I don't know how we could go about summoning her at this point.
Well, I would say anyone who was involved, jot down a list of names, last known locations, and if they're currently dead, because who knows? Maybe it might be a checklist that's being crossed off, starting with the biggest offenders and then working down from her perspective.
I see what you are saying. I mean, do you guys want, like, that information, like, specified in any way or simplified? Do you, like, I know that was probably a lot to take in, so does anyone have any questions about that before?
Probably about names and everything.
So...
I can send you what I wrote down, but I think I've missed some parts here.
Well, because I know it could be hard when I give you all that, and it's like, I don't know what I just heard, King, so... yeah, okay,
Okay.
It's pretty good interpretation so far. All the names are technically misspelled, but I don't care because I didn't give them to you. So.
Yeah, I think I missed one. I think I missed one person as well because I wrote down the Prince Krasna, who was I think was the high-ranking priest of the temple.
Yes. So or no, he's
hidden...
no, the prince isn't. There is a guy. Okay, so I'll say.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. You go like that. Make sure I'm giving you everything you need. Okay, so yeah, I just gotta say it for chat, so they can get the whole thing, and it's the thrill of that. So there's the
hell yeah,
information.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so that's what he tells you. So yeah, 4 went in, and only 2 and 3 came back, but they gained 1, meaning the queen at the time. So
yeah.
And so the king lost his son as well as a priest.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's your information. He does seem a little distraught as he's telling you all this, because it's obviously a story he doesn't like to revisit, but...
Of course.
Yeah.
Well... Well, unfortunately, I am in a position where I cannot quite figure out a pattern. So Warren is gonna put his hands on his lap and just kind of look over at Lara and be like, "Hey, look, you might be a bit better at this. You notice anything that stands out?"
No, Warren, but we could speak to Master Aiden. What's his name?
Solid idea. Big man, where do we find this Master Aiden?
That is part of the problem. He has... Wait, hang on a second. Now you're throwing me off, because I just... Wait, didn't I just tell you he died?
Was Master Aiden the one he died? That was...
Now you're throwing me off like I just told you the wrong thing. Oh no, never mind. No, sorry, that was Father Lester. That's right. He's not.
Yeah, the father and the prince died, but the Master Aiden should be alive.
Okay, he's the Archmage. That's right.
Archmage, writing it down.
Archmage, yeah. Well, there is interesting news about him. Being associated with the Arcane Tower, I would naturally tell you he is in such a structure. However, the tower has gone missing.
Lovely. It's never fucking easy, is it?
No, it is not.
Now, are we talking like it's just been shifted, or maybe it grew legs and walked away, or is it just gone?
Mavis kind of like scratches at his 5 o'clock shadow. I investigated the site myself. It literally was a large arcanic tower, and then one day we got reports that it was gone. We assumed this was some sort of illusionary thing or whatnot, but no, the tower has vanished from existence. There are methods to, I believe, recovering it, as I believe it was actually built to do such a thing, but As far as we know, Master Aiden is the only one who knows how to bring it back.
Oh, fantastic. Well, because you guys are in positions of power, I'm going to ask a little question because I'm curious. In terms of magic capabilities, where on this continent will we find the next person who might be able to have any kind of insight or knowledge about it?
The king knew everything, but he is gone. Master Aiden knows the powers of the Arcane Tower. Rico, is there anyone around here that would be able to assist us? I'm not really sure anyone knows the source that in this city. That's the problem. The only other magic casters powerful enough or intelligent enough to understand its whereabouts would be those that can exist on alternate planes. And there's very few individuals in these lands who are capable of such things. We don't have time for your riddles and nonsense. Just tell them what they want to know. Oh, fine, he says as he, sits up and tries to get serious. Well, let's see. You could try summoning the ancient wizard Zul'Dun, though he's hard to get a hold of.
No way.
The Knights of Justice have a fellow. He believes he's the second in command. He might have such knowledge as well. But he is at their headquarters in Coldurum, in the center of Coldurum, in Westershen. As for us here, I don't believe there is anyone currently powerful enough to know how to summon the tower. However, there is another man who could be helpful. The problem is he himself is hard to track down. Davario Prankar. He is an interesting associate of mine, quite knowledgeable about the inner workings of this city. Though he may not be able to bring the tower back, he might be able to help you figure out where to find it. And let me guess, he is hard to find too. You do know me so well. I know of the Master Key, a magical key of great power that can open any lock of any complexity, be it mundane or magical. He was in possession of this man, Davario. Sorry, it's hard to say that in the voice. He is a master burglar, as I refers to him. He had found and entered the resting place of the great constructor. He was the first archmage of the kingdom. Davario told me about the location of the tomb of the constructor, northeast of Onedbur, by the coast. He was going to steal this item, which could benefit us even. But he never returned from this mission.
Well, so you said southeast on the coast?
That would be northeast.
Okay, just checking. It's important to have the facts right.
But of course. We need to focus on our major mission as well. We must seize the crown and cleanse it. The moment the princess put it upon her head, that is when this began. I do not know if that is actually the crown itself of Onedbur or if it is some cheap imitation, but the source of this power started with that coronation.
Well, when you figure out how to, get it off of her without accidentally eviscerating everyone in this room and then some, you let me know. But in the meantime, we're going to go find this Davario in, the resting place of the great constructor. We're going to find out how we could potentially bring, your archmage back and potentially try and figure out that potentially safely. Is that cool?
Well, it seems you already have your plans decided, and if that is what you think is the best move, then you should go for it. But before you leave...
I'm not fucking with some devil bitch with a crown on their head, okay, buddy?
But before you go, Rico, did you bring the contact I asked for? Indeed. And he gestures for, one of his workers to bring out a fellow. There is, a very shy-looking, cleric fellow walks in. Yeah, Mr. Tane, you asked for me? Yeah, do whatever the Crown Warden needs. Mr. Cleric, this young lass here could use some assistance healing her, personal demons of sort. Okay. And he walks up to you, Lyra, and he's like, Hi, do you mind if I examine you, miss?
She'll look over at Warren.
Yeah, it's okay. Just keep your hands to yourself, quiet boy. Okay, like keep those hands where I can see them.
Of course.
Permission granted, sir.
No physical contact necessary. He just puts his hand like near her face, and like a light blue aura comes out of his hand. Like you don't feel anything, Lyra, but he gets like very scared. This guy. I don't know how to tell you this, but you have a elemental being inside your head.
We are aware, sir.
Yeah, it kind of happened today.
Oh. And then he like turns back to the Crown Warden. And what am I supposed to do? Fix it. I can't. Once something like that's embedded, it has to leave of its own fruition. Or you kill the host, but I don't recommend that. She seems nice.
She looks like a motherfucker
Yeah.
too.
Is there something else you can do? Well, with a little bit of magic, I can prolong any adverse effects from having it inside of you.
She'll look over at Warren again.
Yeah, will it cost us anything? Considering we're about to go on this perilous quest of grandeur.
I charge by the hour, so the Crown Warden's paying me.
Ooh, fantastic, then do what you must.
Very well. And so he draws several little, like, yellowish arcane symbols in the air, and then he pushes his staff into them. They evaporate, and a little yellow beam goes, like, right into Lyra's eye. It's like a little jolt of electricity, but it doesn't damage your eye or anything. All right.
Okay.
I can't say for certain how long you have, but I definitely doubled the time you did have. I mean, usually before something bad happened, you'd probably have, like, a week, so now you hopefully have 2 weeks, just in case.
Oh, look at that! Kid, we got more time.
That should be enough time to find a volcano.
Or somewhere to rest it. Ah, this is going to be fantastic. Anywho, as soon as dawn hits, we will head on our merry way. Crown Warden, is there any more information you could impart upon us? Just anything. Just a smidge of lore. Or details, or anything else?
No, that is all of importance that I can tell you. That is all that I would know that would be helpful to you. So, with that information, hopefully it is enough, and you can find some of these contacts of Rico's, and we can start moving forward with getting that crown. That is what I will focus on here.
Alright, well that's what we'll do. I guess first thing in the morning we'll head out and go to the resting place of the Great Constructor and see what's what.
Of course, you probably need to rest up after your eventful day.
Oh yeah.
A good night to you then. Men, gather around. We have more planning to do.
I'm gonna look around at everyone, like Lyra, Theron, and Dradis, be like, okay, we got 2 choices. Do we try and sleep on the go and try and set up camp for the night, like outside the perimeter, or do we just sleep in town and, you know, head off as early as possible?
Whatever works for you. I would like to keep drinking and eating, if that's all right.
He's already like blushing in the face.
This is good ale.
All right. So I've got his opinion. Kid, what do you think? Like, channel
I will follow
everything.
whatever. Yeah.
Channel everything in your head and come up with an opinion.
My opinion is that I will follow you, Warren.
That is not an opinion. That's a fact. Okay, we'll run with that for the moment. I'm going to say that your opinion is we should probably rest for the night. Cool. I agree, Lyra. We should rest for the night. Yes, you are very smart. And I'm gonna look
Agreed,
over at Theron.
He pats Lyra's back. Very smart indeed.
And then I'm gonna look over at Theron and what do you think, big man? Should we head off now? Should we?
He is not
till the
big.
morning?
Duralius is big.
Yes, you are huge. He's big.
No, he's quite small,
It would do us well to get some rest for the night and set off in the morning.
All right, a roll of agreement. Let's get some rest and we'll see what happens when the morning comes.
Before the day ends, Warren?
Yeah.
I'm ready to give my status report.
All right, I'm ready. Lay it on me.
I failed to protect the civilians. One has died. I expect punishment. Furthermore, we need to intensify my training, as the captain did, and follow his training routine. I couldn't resist the elemental entering my eye. I'm becoming weaker and less useful as a weapon, and the longer this goes on, I may not be able to fulfill my task of protecting you, Warren. I move too slow and could barely participate in the earlier battle. I need to be sharpened more aggressively. Warren, to be able to fulfill my purpose, we need to harshen my routine. That is all.
Warren is gonna kind of like glance around for a second before, like, you know, he gets up from his chair, and like grab like Lyra's upper arm, like just below like the armpit area, and just like, right, look, you need to come with me. We're gonna have a talk about this, and like, you know, try to find like someone just have a word with her.
Everyone is like awkwardly trying to avoid looking at her after hearing that because you guys haven't even left the place yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
The only one showing any kind of emotion is Mavis, that you might notice, Warren, since he's standing right there, and he just looks kind of sad. Like everyone else is like uncomfortable, but he looks like he just like feels sad for you. So as you kind of drag her out of the building, and Dradius is clueless, and Theron is trying not to make eye contact with anyone. So
Gradius is drinking until he passes out at the bar, essentially.
That's my goat right there.
Fucking goat.
no, he's a bull.
Husband.
Come on, guys, get it right.
It has been a long day.
There's like a hardy soldier that sits next to you, Dradius. Just to cut away for a second, he's just like, "Hey, I thought that was really impressive how that blind guy got the better of you. Like you're big and strong and scary, you know. And I was just surprised. Like, how did it feel to have an opponent so much smaller but swifter than you just slowly cut you down?"
He's just fucking slowly turns to look at this guy with the meanest scowl on his fucking face.
Okay, yeah, we'll catch up some other time. See ya. And then he just bolts out the door. You hear like you hear the little footsteps.
Gradius feels he will never outlive this defeat.
That's so funny.
God. Sitting across from you is actually that orc with the battle axes too, and he's just like, "Tell me about it." And he starts drinking. You think you had it bad? I lost to a child, so.
Do not worry. I once lost to her as well. And he holds up his mug to cheers him.
Yeah, he clocks glasses with you and downs it.
Love that.
Jonas has made a new best friend. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Hell yeah. And a cool fucking best friend, bro. That guy.
Hell yeah, that guy was sick.
He's got that General Grievous maneuver, yeah. So I don't know, he's too cool to not have him show up at least for that.
Hell yes.
Well and truly.
All right, so outside with the two of you as you drag her around back in a non-creepy way.
Yep. Upon like reaching out back, like, you know, Warren is clearly a little distressed to hear the fact that like Lyra has even suggested such a thing, and he's just like, look, first and foremost, kid, I love the hell out of you, right? You are cool as fuck, you are hard as fuck, you are probably the most badass person I have ever met on this planet. And I've met some people, okay? I have met some fucking people. But going back to his way of teaching you, of training you, that is not going to happen. There is a reason I stepped in that time when I did. No, we are not going back to that ever. I will never lay hands on someone that I care about in that way, ever. And I promise you, if you ever suggest that again, silent treatment will be the least of your concerns. Does that process?
I understand, Warren, but you are wrong.
No, but the thing is,
The captain's training worked.
Maybe for him, but it doesn't work for me. You want to keep me safe? Then I need you to be you. You're worried about not being able to stop a fire elemental from entering your eye? That's my own fuck up. That's my mistake. I fucked up. I caused that. That's not on you. You think that any one of us who were within that room could have actively stopped it? Stopped a big blazing fireball from fucking their eye hole? No! No one could. that's the point. Like, no, there's quite literally a reason why that cleric couldn't get it out of you, because it is just that powerful. As for the civilians, like, people die. That's why I was giving Theron shit the other day. People die in this line of work. That's the issue. The point is that we try and make sure that as many people don't die. You have not failed me. You did everything that you could to the best of your abilities. And due to the fact that you are only one person, and your limbs can't stretch, and you are literally not a fucking god, I don't expect you to be able to go above and beyond and stop the world from ending if I ask you to. If I give you a task, all I'm asking is that you do it to the best of your abilities. I'm not expecting you to do everything flawlessly, because then that implies that there is nothing that you could do to fail it. I'm aware that people have failures. I have failures. I mean, fuck, I am literally out here looking for my wife because I fucked up. We all make mistakes, kid. Even you. And I will not stand here and let you take any brunt of bullshit just because your fucking blonde twink of a fucking bastard captain sat there and said, "Oh, you know what would be really funny? Child abuse." I am not going to sit here and accept that.
Warren?
Yeah?
I'm currently not able to perform at the best of my abilities. That is why we need to intensify my training.
I don't think we need to intensify. I think that what we need is consistency, and we will continue training. But I will not intensify things. I will not punish you. Instead, I will tell you right now that as things currently are, you are already regaining so much of your strength. You are on your way to become one of the most badass women in all of Usanaran history. Are you aware of that? Like, have you seen the strength that you contain within your body? You are going
I was
to be
speaking
able
of a
to...
tournament, Warren.
The tournament? Like, you know, that's just fun in games. People win, people lose. I only won because I was bullshitting the entire time and I was trapping people. That's all. I probably would have lost had I gone against someone who could counteract my magic. The point that I'm trying to make, kid, is that you are on your way to become something great. We do not need to amp up anything. I promise you that in time, you will fucking surpass not only your own expectations, but your captain's as well, to the point where, you know what? You might actually get a thank you or some form of gratitude from him that isn't just a, "Oh, Fang, blah, 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 you are useless."
She'll just keep looking you in the eye, expecting, like, more for a little bit. Before eventually, she'll say, "We should still do more, Warren. As a blade, I'm rusting. And the rust is overgrowing quicker when we're working on getting rid of it."
I think, you know, yeah, we'll make training a bit more frequent, but I promise you, the moment that you realize that you are not what the captain deems you, and you realize that you yourself cannot shoulder the burden of the world or any responsibility to the point where you have to do everything alone, you will realize just how capable you are, and I promise you that will happen in time. Okay? Because you are not rusting. But I feel like any time that you and I actively teaming up or comboing some poor, unfortunate bastard who just so happened to wake up in the wrong line of business that day, when we work together, we are something fierce. You are not a rusted blade, kid. You are You are phenomenal. And I just hope that in time you begin to realize that when your potential starts to show itself.
We could speed that process up, Warren.
Again, we will do a bit more training, but I'm not going to punish you. Because again, I'm not laying hands on someone that I care about. Never. The fact that the captain does clearly shows that he doesn't give a shit, regardless of what you say, so don't interrupt me. And second of all, yeah, we'll just start training. Starting tomorrow, we'll train every day. Why not?
There are other forms of punishment, Warren.
Let's not use the P word in this subject, okay? I will never, ever apply any form of punishment, whether physical or otherwise. Like, my idea of punishment for you is, I don't know, making you force a smile. That's my idea of punishment, because you just never do it. It's off-brand. It's out of character for you. You being beaten by someone that you respect and look up to, that's pretty normal. That's about as normal as waking up. I don't see that as punishment for you. And I don't want to do that to you.
Your punishment is relaxing for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Sing. I command you to sing a song.
Lyra, hit
Sing a
the
song.
gritty. That's your punishment.
This is my happy song.
Sing the song that never ever ends.
Oh no, not the song that never ever ends. But you started it, so
long. As you wish, Warren.
All right. Thank you. Now, as punishment, I hope that you get a good night's sleep tonight and you don't let the bed bugs bite. That is my punishment to you. Remaining vigilant enough that bed bugs cannot reach you.
so fucking unserious.
I will keep a lookout on bed bugs, Warren.
Fantastic. But
She's
do
gonna
it
be
like
perched on her bed, perched with her sword. It's just like, where are they? Where are those bastards?
Fantastic. But do you know how you best fight bed bugs, Lyra? You do it while you're asleep, you know, because they you know, they're afraid of bad dreams and, you know, dreams of kicking ass. So do what you will, like, you know, sleep well. Just make sure that those bed bugs don't get to you by having seriously fucking awesome dreams with explosions and fanfare and fucking fireworks.
Of course, Warren. I cannot control my dreams.
See, that's where I might be built different though, because I dream of nothing but good things all the time, every night. Like, it's nothing but peaceful, happy thoughts up there. I promise.
I somehow doubt that.
Yeah, me too.
Lyra rolls insight.
And with that, like, you know, Warren will hug her tight, not expecting a hug back, but he'll, like, you know, hug her tight, give her a really tight squeeze and be like, despite the fact that I love you so very much, because you are my bestest friend in the whole wide world, you are a massive pain in my ass when you start going back on those teachings of your damn captain. So, rest easy. We'll pick this up another time when you realize that you are worth more than his opinion.
She'll open her mouth. It looks like she's gonna say something else first, but then she'll just go, understood, Warren.
Fantastic. And with that, Warren's gonna pull away and be like, and if you have dreams of awesome combat, explosions, and fireworks, imagine me playing the most hardcore solo of all time whilst standing over the corpse of a minotaur or something. But not our minotaur, a different minotaur. Like one that's like evil and wearing a t-shirt that says, I'm a bad guy.
Of course, Warren.
Fantastic. Alright. Good night, kid. Love you. And with that, Warren will walk in.
You know you guys have to leave the tavern. There's no inn at this tavern, so you have to go back to the inn. My point.
Alright, well then I'm going back to collect Dradius and Theron. I'm gonna drag them out.
Okay.
So you come back in and you see Geradius absolutely fucking shit-faced, just like yelling with this orc like,
Yep.
It is bullshit the way that they win. The small ones have advantage. They are very quick. They get around you. They move faster than you. It is bullshit, I tell you.
I completely agree. I mean, this is unfucking believable. I have trained for years, man, years to make these wrists spin this fast, and it's still not enough. She has one eye. How does she see both hands coming?
Johnny sees you guys walk in. It's like, Lyra, good timing. He like stands up, like stumbles around a little bit, and like rushes up to you. We'll have rematch right now, right here.
Hang on, I got first dibs, and he
No,
falls
no,
off a
no.
chair.
She's my party member. I get the rematch first. I get first dibs.
All right.
Of course,
Lyra.
sir.
She's ready to fight the drunk guy.
Yes. Perfect.
Yeah, he's not even asking for permission, bro. Get fucked.
Rico has to stand up. Hang on, there is no fighting inside my tavern.
Okay, we'll go outside.
We
then,
take
it's fine.
outside then.
Yeah, it's fine.
Fine.
Johnny's like stumbles like out through the door, like just slamming it open like into the street. trips and falls onto the street and just passes out.
The orc is still on the floor. Yeah, you get him, Dradius.
Well, if you're passing out, Lyra will stand next to you first, draw her sword, and just wait for you to do like any sort of movement.
You have the first move, sir. He's going for a sound attack, Warren. I must engage.
I think like at this point, Lyra would look a bit confused towards like wherever Warren would be standing.
Yeah, don't worry, kid. I don't think that he's fighting tonight. Instead, we got a new objective for us, okay?
What's our objective, Warren?
Current orders are, let's get this guy back to the tavern so then we can go back to bed.
Understood. And
You grab his
Lyra will
ankles,
try
I'll grab
and-
his nose.
Oh, jeez.
Lyra will grab Dradius by his ankle.
You almost made me spit on my water. I should have just about spit take all over my screen.
Hot.
Holy fuck. Oh, that killed me.
Oh god.
I think I finally have a short I can pull from this, and that's just you threatening a rematch and then passing out.
That's what I'm here for, baby. We love clip farming. Let's go.
Yeah. Clip farming starts at 0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
5 zeros?
Yeah, hour, minute, seconds.
Oh, you're one of those weird ones who only uses 1 0 for the hour. Okay.
Oh, brother. You know what? Yeah, because these videos aren't over 10 hours, Hawk. Otherwise, I would have used 2 zeros.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Oh, gosh.
All right, well, I guess we're dragging Dradius into it.
I was sitting on that bit for about like halfway through your and Warren's conversation. I was just like, you know what'd be really funny?
It's so funny. I got so excited for a second as well.
I know.
Yeah. Well, onto his room.
Whoa! Well, you got...
Well, dragons.
God damn it.
So yeah, you all begin to... So, well, okay, so the two of you pick up the unconscious Dradius, and your little dysfunctional group starts painfully marching their way back to the Giant's Boot Tavern and Inn. So
I
you can
love how
sleep.
Barrett's just not helping.
No, he's not.
Bro doesn't care. He's got his hands in his pockets and he's following along.
He's like, what in the hell did I get myself into? What is going on?
No, yeah, Dradius, as you slumber, you dream of, You actually do dream of someone from your past, someone that made you feel happy. However, this is not a very good dream, as she is viciously yanking on your nose for some reason.
No, mother, stop it, please. It hurts.
She's constantly saying, "What did I tell you about breaking into the wine?"
No, Dra, no, please, no.
Oh god.
Warren is trying his hardest not to laugh at this over at Lyra and goes, he's fucking shit-faced.
There's no shit on his face, Warren.
Ooh, good idea.
Oh
Oh no, God.
Oh gosh.
They'll take however long it needs to carry Dradius back to fucking to the tavern. Yeah.
It takes a long time, but eventually,
I'm not surprised.
although your forearms start to burn and your back gets sore from having to lift, 300 plus pounds over here, the two of you eventually, Lyra's doing most of the work by the end of this. The two of you do eventually awkwardly get him through the doors as the place is actually like closing now, and they're like, this was last call, you make good time, the inn is that way, and they're like, oh dear, and they see you dragging this like like one of the eyes is open but he sees nothing. That's how out of it he is. So
Yeah.
Don't worry about him, he had a bit of a rough night.
I can say my only complaint is he wasn't having it here with us. We poured good booze.
Yeah, I know your booze. I can't be asked to get him upstairs. Can I like tuck him underneath a table or something and just leave him there for the night?
That's fine. It might help if I'll dump the soap bucket on him, and if he rolls around, it'll be like mop.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Lyra, that rounded table under there, like tuck him underneath there, but like kind of curl him up a little bit so he takes up more space under the table.
Understood, Marin, and she'll do that.
There's like a loud thud in the background, just he does not wake up.
Tradius curls up, Tradius curls up and starts cuddling one of the table legs.
Oh god.
That is not the first time I had someone sleep under a table here, but he is the biggest one. I'm surprised that is working. Anyways, have a good night.
Thank you. If he causes any chaos, just let me know and I will pay whatever I can towards damages.
It is appreciated. Most people just try to run away.
Yeah, no, unfortunately we have to take him with us, and I get the feeling that you wouldn't let us get him and run away with him.
Good point. Anyways, unless you need a nightcap or something, I'm going to finish cleaning up.
Oh, no, I'm good, thank you. All right, everyone, to their rooms.
All right.
Bedrooms.
So,
Rest.
so as you guys go to bed and begin to long rest this night away, as the night settles in more and more, we're actually going to pan a little bit away. For you see, there is a figure in the distance.
Why is he jerking it?
What?
You heard him.
That's not what this figure in the distance is doing.
You're telling me Bumblebrash isn't peeping through a window and beating it?
Alright.
As this shadowy figure watches from a few buildings away, as all of you curl in for the night. He's searching the landscape, realizing that there's a missing target. And because the stealth roll was so high, Theron, you want to tell me what it is you're doing?
Sneaky boy.
Kind of just hands in pockets. More so just that it's sort of chilled sense. He knows he's sort of not been seen. He's been watching for enough time now. Kind of just leans up against the wall. I guess more sort of melancholy than anything else. And sort of looks beyond the figure. There it is. Dumpster, trash, idiots. And yet I have not got a fucking notion why I travel with them. I don't really know if I trust a single one of them, but one thing is for certain, I do not trust you. Who the fuck are you? And why are you watching us?
When you first spoke, this figure jumped a little but didn't move. As he turns around, although his face is only vaguely familiar to you, you recognize the B and the Z on the necklace he is wearing. Well, I wasn't really looking for them. I was looking for you. You say they're idiots, and yet, though you don't know why you travel them, you continue to travel with lesser beings. Have you no shame? We allow you into our ranks, and now you find yourself cozying up with a hairy beast and a little viper girl who isn't fully complete?
Oof.
Who actually is this? Which one?
So, he doesn't have a specific name as far as you can remember, but he is a high-ranking official related to your superior.
Ah. My apologies, sir.
That is better. I heard rumors that one of our own was here, people whispering about our symbol showing up. What makes me so interested is why a filthy faker such as yourself is saddling up with them when you should be collecting information for us.
Baker. I think
Everything.
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
It's okay. It's fine. Everything is according to plan, sir. The fugitive currently eludes us, but my two associates are gathering information at time present. I myself find that these adventures are going to make a name for themselves. I believe that my position amongst them is in our best interest.
Oh, really? I understand, he says as he's like getting closer to you now. I understand you are one for infiltration and such because of your abilities. But even still, Archibald may like having you around, but I don't. So let me make myself very clear. You have your orders, and for now I have to believe you are honest about ensuring the succession. However, you are running out of time, Theron. If I am displeased much longer, I may have to assist you myself, and you wouldn't want me getting in the way of you and your target now, would you?
I would be more concerned if ever you were to dirty your boots, sir.
That is the kind of attitude that lets us keep you around. Never forget your place amongst the Beslomerians. But fine. At least it seems like you haven't lost your sense completely. So I will excuse myself. Do not make me come back again. Find the target and return it to us. And then he just starts like walking away into the shadows of the alley.
Again, I'll watch him just sort of as he goes.
You can eventually sense his presence just vanish.
Well, I doubt that's the last I'll be seeing of you. Okay. And with that, Theron heads towards the inn.
Okay. Then you can join everyone else in that sexy long rest.
Currently fighting bed bugs. I've got a 20
You slice your entire bed in half.
Roll the hit. I got a 4. That's enough to squash a bug. So you walk past a snoring Dradius. You walk past Warren sleep talking to his wife again, and then you actually, Warren, you're having a nightmare because you lied about having good dreams all the time.
Oh,
so.
yeah. No, I was expecting that.
You walk past what sounds like someone stomping inside Lyra's room over and over, just like as she's supposedly fighting bed bugs, and you yourself can slip away into some rest and relaxation as you all sleep. It is soundful. It is peaceful. And then cock-a-doodle-doo! All right, so and then you guys wake up the next day. So.
Oh, hell yeah.
And you're all
Do we
long
wake up?
rested. Yay.
Yeah.
All right.
Do we wake up with a feeling of a changed number, perhaps?
Oh my god. Bro's fiending.
Sorry.
That's so
Let me
funny.
check the notes
Let's
because of the way I
just
got
start with
things. set up here.
Wait,
not yet. All right, but you're
Not yet.
getting there.
Oh, damn,
You're not
okay.
yet. but
Hey,
you're
we're getting
getting
there.
Damn, okay. Fair enough,
It's-
damn.
They're deep in the early horizon. You sense the possibilities of numbers changing. Oh, and if you
I
also meant
love
the
when
number
numbers
of days you have left until your head melts,
Yep,
like that number.
I am
changed,
writing that
so-
down. We're 9. Yes, like as
Oh
far
god,
as
guys!
19 days. Yep.
89 days until the cult takes over.
Takes
We're
over.
back on this, baby.
It's only Lyra though. It's only Lyra's brain.
Yeah, it's fine. It doesn't matter this time. All right.
Thank God it's not the whole party this time.
Tiamat in Lyra's brain now. The next morning, you go into Lyra's room and everything is destroyed. Hazy says.
No, unfortunately, Warren did specify that it's during and that she has to dream of. I think he said bedbugs were afraid of bad dreams, or badass dreams. So
Yeah, badass dreams.
yeah. Unfortunately,
And Lyra
no.
always dreams badassly.
I did order her to sleep well and dream of not only her having badass dreams, but like also me doing a really sick guitar solo.
Yeah.
So hopefully she did that.
It's the Freebird solo.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, you guys awaken the next day. What you doing?
That's what the birds sound like in this world.
Well, pretty much, every morning, Lyra will be in front of Warren's room with her armor equipped, ready to take on the day, waiting for Warren to get up and then follow him as he wakes up and everything.
Yeah, Warren's just putting a chair wheel back on his chair again real quick.
Nice.
Hey, that doesn't exist yet. Chairs with wheels.
I'm making
Well,
it
a
a thing.
caravan is a big chair with a big wheel, or 4 big wheels.
All right,
so I guess.
You got me there.
You got me there.
Alright, yeah, no, Warren would hip you up, he'd get dressed, he'd be ready for the day. As soon as he sees Lyra, he'd be like, alright, kid, how did you sleep? Did you kill many bedbugs?
I'm unaware, Warren. How many have died? I could not summon you in my dream, Warren,
Oh, that's a shame.
but I saw fire. I hope that is enough to fulfill my task.
Ominous, cryptic, a little dangerous, but you know what? I fuck with it, hell yeah.
I appreciate her playing along with him saying to, like she tried to summon him in her dream.
Yeah!
Yeah.
And then she'll be quiet and get ready to follow you.
Warren will go downstairs and wait for Dradius and Theron.
Dredis is still curled up underneath the table, trying to sleep as the patrons are like filing in.
Yeah.
I'm sure like the barman is like trying to like get him up by like poking him with a broom or something.
Yeah, just like, all right, come on, that is enough. Yes, time to wake up.
5 more minutes.
He like yanks the broom out of the guy's hand and like slaps it to the ground.
Very,
Okay,
very
we're going to
casually.
quarantine this table for today. So
Alright, well, Warren is going to go to the table that Dradius is at. And because he realizes that Dradius is probably not going to get up anytime soon, I'm going to see if I can wake him up by being the biggest pest I can by taking a seat and then resting my feet on his hips.
You like where you said you said you were wearing it where putting your feet where?
Like, just on his, because I envisioned him still, like, lying on his side. It's like, just on, like, on his hip bone.
I gotcha. Yeah, he kind of shifts uncomfortably for a little bit and like tries to bat your feet away with his hand.
Oh, come on, buddy. If you wake up, you can stop the discomfort even quicker. You know that, right? Go on, buddy. Get up.
My head hurt.
Oh, it does. That sucks. I'm not gonna help, but wake up.
no magic for you, bitch. Yeah.
Unfortunately for you, these hands do not cure hangovers.
You're not trying hard enough.
Alright, buddy, come on, get up. We're waiting for the brooding one, and once he's here, we're going on a road trip.
I just want to sleep in.
You and me both, buddy, but wake up. Come on, please.
Food.
He's just like me.
He like he just like as soon like he says that and then he like like tilts his head over a little bit, like side eyes you.
Yeah, come on, buddy. Get up and I'll buy you some food.
Johnny's like Johnny's picks himself up and puts
hits
himself
the
in a chair.
table, like knocks it around a little. Bro literally only thinks about fighting, food, and drinking and sleeping. That's it.
Yep.
So.
That's
Oh my
exactly what I sent you in my fucking character.
I know.
It's like this
That's
is like
so peak.
these are the things that he likes.
That's so peak. I love that.
NPC
Yeah,
status brought to
Dradius
main
actually. Upon Dradius actually getting himself seated, Ward will like signal for the fucking bartender and just be like, yeah, like just hand us whatever you got that's just soaked in grease. Again, like, you know, it's the best cure for a hangover. Let's do this.
Okay, well, we have double dipped grease patties, and you can also have some of these creamy cheesecake buns.
Sounds good. We'll have some of those.
I feel like sometimes when I make up weird random fantasy food, it makes you guys actually hungry.
Oh, I've been
me
hungry
well.
this entire time. I'm
Okay.
still waiting for my girlfriend to get back with food.
That's fair.
Hell yeah.
That's new info.
Hey, you mentioned about it last week.
I didn't listen. I don't like you that much.
That's fair.
I just assumed because I heard him speaking to a female, and I was like, whoa.
I listened last week. I just didn't want to assume and then, like, you know, jump on it and be like, oh my god, tell me, dish out the tea.
Tell me more, tell me more.
Tell me more.
You know what? Fuck D&D. We're just gonna turn off the music and ask Joy about his love life.
What's her name?
Her name's Abby.
Cool.
I met her.
What's...
I met her on Bumble about 3-ish weeks ago.
My goat.
Damn,
And
alright. Already there at the girlfriend stage. Nice.
yeah, honestly, like we've just had this like incredibly strong connection. Like it's been working out like incredibly well for us, which is not normal for me. That usually doesn't happen.
Well, I'm happy for you.
Yeah. She is actually staying with me for a little while because her roommate is a fucking psychopath. And basically made her super, super uncomfy and called the cops on her a couple of times. So that was fun.
So what you're saying is
he
the
called the
roommate
cops
is a
on
good wingman because now it's got her over at your place and you get to spend more time together. All right, that's good to know. So,
No, dude, he
I'm
actually
kidding.
tried to break us up. I'm not even joking. Like he
Okay.
actually like actively tried to break us up.
All right, what's
So-
a fake fantasy way of saying his name? I'm gonna put him in the game and you can kill him.
I'll give you his fucking real name. I don't give a shit. Austin.
No, that's too mean.
We'll make it Austin with a Y in the game.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Austin.
Austin.
There you go.
Dreddy
hell
suddenly has a hatred of the name Austin for no apparent reason.
What is your name, good sir? Austin. Charge attack. You know. I didn't do
watching,
anything.
like, damn. He's dismembering him one by one. God damn.
I'm gonna put the music back on and stop putting Joy on the spot. I was kind of kidding, but I was fine that you wanted to share. I just didn't think you'd want to share.
All good, man. I appreciate you guys taking an interest in my life. It's
Of
very
course.
it's
I
very
will
sweet
ask
of you.
more later, but
Hell yeah.
unfortunately, I care more about D&D than I care about you.
Real.
Yeah, no,
Don't
honestly,
we all?
that's real.
Doesn't Joy care more about D&D than he cares about himself? So.
Yes, absolutely. This is the one place I don't have to be me. It's great.
Oh gosh. Oh, Hazy wanted to know too, so that's good. Everyone wanted to know. That's fine.
Hell yeah.
So
Hell yeah.
everyone's
I'm
doing-
glad everybody's very curious about
Yeah.
my love life. That's great.
All right. So moving on, you guys set out for the day after you eat and munch and get fat a little bit, and then you
Yeah,
start-
Traitors got a big old bulging belly now.
Boom, 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 boom.
It
Yeah.
jiggles a little bit when he walks.
Does it jiggle?
This is not the only thing that jiggles.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Too horny. All right. So.
Continue.
Not horny enough.
So.
I'm still missing a piece of my other horn, so not horny enough.
Okay. Fair enough. That wasn't a good one. All right. So the weirdo squad of campaign 3 begins making their way. That's what I'm gonna call you until you give yourselves a team name, Weirdo Squad. So you guys begin making your way northeast. Are you gonna take care of? Are you gonna rent a carriage? Are you just gonna walk? Are you gonna like, you know, kill someone and steal their flying carpet? Like, what are we doing here?
Well, it's a long.
They have flying
coast
carpets?
That's a good question. Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a
You
very
won't know
question.
until you look. So.
So you run into a guy who's flying a carpet just big enough for 4 people, including a big ass minotaur.
His
What do
name
you
is
do?
Aladdin, and him and his
Yeah.
mystical lamp.
I would like to rage.
Yeah. I was just making
Good
a
continuation.
Aladdin reference, but okay.
Yeah, but like it worked so well with the name.
Yeah.
Funny.
So what are you guys gonna do?
I assume Farron is with us, right? Like Farron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's there.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I would assume that we would get a carriage. How much would it cost us, King?
Well, because I don't feel like role-playing, you randomly walk up to some guy who sells carriages, and we're gonna BS our way through it. It will be dependent on this dice roll that I make.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
Gambling.
Make it 3D D100s.
I could do that. All right.
You
So,
could.
oh, that's already a bad sign. All right.
Ooh, counterspell? Anyone got counterspell?
Not yet.
All right. So this place doesn't rent. You can buy a carriage and a horse, and it'll cost you 45 gold.
That's so. I mean, to be fair, it's buying.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty good value, I suppose.
Yeah. For a horse, and a horse usually is like fucking 45 on its own already.
I'm gonna slide up to Lyra and be like, "Psst, can I borrow 20 gold?"
Of course, Warren, and she'll hand you 20 gold.
Thank you. Just checking. Everyone did divvy up their 100 each, right?
Nope.
Oh no, I'll do that now actually.
Yeah. So everyone did get 100 gold each from the 400 we were given yesterday.
Sweet.
Okay, so
Thank
then
you for reminding me.
Oh yeah, it's big enough for 6 people because the Minotaur takes up 3 spots.
Yeah.
No wonder it costs so fucking much, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I'm gonna pay the 45.
Okay.
With a majority share, so I can customize it and pimp it to my expectations when the time comes.
You can get blue painted wheels. That's all they offer.
See,
That's
I
sick.
wasn't talking about getting it done at the shop. Okay, I was thinking I was gonna do it in my own time with some
Oh.
crayon.
Okay, they're not called that here. They're just it's just colored candles that you melt into paint. But okay, sure.
That's a bit complicated. I'm gonna call them a crayon.
I'm trying to be whimsical. Whatever. All right. So yeah, you can soup it up on your own
Whimsy
time.
these nuts.
I have too many friends in my life who love cars and shit, so I just let you do your thing. Anyways,
Thanks, I appreciate it.
yeah, you're welcome, my friend. All right, and so yeah, you guys set out, and then I can hit the travel music, and we set out.
No way.
Let me wiggle my arm so it looks like you're going up and down hills a little for visual preference that no one needs to see.
No way.
All right. Traveling.
Roll a D100 right now. If it lands on 100, summon it to ask.
All right.
No balls. Oh, fuck.
Joke's on you. My D100s go up by 10, so you have a 1 in 10 chance.
Oh, fair enough.
Nope, 30.
Ah,
Damn.
maybe next time.
30. You get attacked by a mosquito.
Yes! 15 plus 8, 23 to hit.
That hits?
Yay! Fuck it, I'll just do fucking whatever fucking 6, whatever my fucking minimum damage is. Fucking enough. It's fucking a mosquito. It'll die.
As the horse, as you all sit upon this carriage is kind of cheaply made. It's a little rickety. There's no roof above it, but there's enough room for all of you as you ride along. As the one horse is pretty sturdy. He keeps you moving at a brisk pace. Lyra just randomly stands up, and you just hear like shwing as the tiniest little thing gets sliced in half as she perfectly dismembers this mosquito.
Hey, rock on.
All that bed bug killing has got her proficiency.
Yeah.
She's a ranger with a preferred creature to
Yeah.
kill bug. Mosquitoes and big bugs are current proficiency.
So fucking silly.
Favorite enemy, fucking insects.
Yeah, preferred enemy category, yeah.
No, slice the bitch up and sit back down, baby.
Hell yeah, my goat.
Fuck it, we're making it canon.
Hell yeah. Gotta lean into that shit.
Lyra hates bugs.
All
All
Hates
right,
a lot of things.
so you guys travel along to the northeast, going far up, passing by some small mountainous areas and some grassy plains and some tiny lakes and other environmental description stuff as I try to breathe life into this world, but it keeps dying and my CPR is not enough.
Warren sits there and points out, whoa, look at that nondescript thing over on the horizon. That's totally off shot.
Is that a volcano? I don't know. I
No
don't really
way!
mean a volcano.
That is beautiful nondescript thing that I cannot describe.
Wow, that's incredible. Wow.
Sorry,
This
the
really brought
animators
us
haven't drawn
together.
it in yet.
Can't believe this nondescript thing has really brought us closer together over the course of this adventure that we've currently gone on. Wow. You wouldn't believe that we've been on the road for a few short days now.
Big censored sign in the corner, make the world bigger. Wait for the DLC patch, it'll come in.
For real.
I'm so immersed, guys.
No, for real.
I can see it. I pretty much can visualize it all around me in my room right now.
Yeah. It's like
Guys.
I'm really there.
Guys, I'm shifting to Usanara as we speak. Oh my god.
Shut up! Don't bring up shifting.
Dude.
Oh my god.
God. Oh, that trend. That made my brain
Nah.
hurt so bad.
No.
I'm glad I got the reaction I did. That makes me happy.
Joke's on you guys, with nondescript talking, we killed another 3 minutes, so boom. Look at that, time
Let's
filled.
go.
Alright, so
Cool.
the next line here is time has shown its effect, but it's just on my brain instead of the rest of the description, so... Alright, eventually, because you were given a pretty good idea of where this is, and it's not like a concealed thing, it is a place. You find a sandstone-built little, like, tiny little pyramid thing. It's really the size of, like, a doorway, and it is like a door. Time has shown its effect on the hundreds of years since the tomb was sealed. The once majestic tiles, which are massive blocks to support the weight of this construction, has been chipped in some places, and fine dust has settled over everything, settling from excavation site to the various chambers within it. Soft magical illumination emanates from interior, as it seems the door has already been cracked open.
Well, this definitely looks like an opportunity to go in and find something. So I'm taking bets. What do we think? Are we thinking the informant's actually in here still? Like, with his magical skeleton key? Or do you reckon, something's gone in there and chased after him and now he's being, viciously mauled by a bear or something? What are we thinking?
I hope it is bear. I've always wanted to fight bear.
Bears are a
You're
simple
weird.
target, sir. Bears are a simple... Tedradius, Lara will say. Bears are a simple target, sir.
Simple? Are you saying simple?
Yes, simple.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Durarius is also simple. That's what makes fights so good.
I also think it's a size thing. I don't think it's just a matter of simplicity, buddy.
Right. So, you guys know how this works. You roll initiative before you enter the site.
Hell yeah.
Just in
Yeah, I
case.
guess I just wouldn't. Yeah, and then depending on the initiative, we can position ourselves, I guess.
Christ alive.
Because
I got a
it doesn't look
16.
like there's enough. Doesn't look like there's enough space for all of us.
I got a 4.
No,
No.
actually, I lied. This is
Wait,
a
wait,
1.
wait, wait,
So
wait.
that is a 2.
Oh shit, I don't get advantage yet. That's next. That's fucking next level. God damn it.
So you got, wait, you said 9, you said, Lyra?
No, I misread. It is a 2.
It is a 2. Okay, I thought
You got a
rolled
2. Oh wow.
I
okay.
rolled a nat 1.
I thought I did worse. I got a 4.
4.
Do I
okay.
use heroic inspiration?
I'm not wasting it on that.
Ah, yeah, no, I want to save it for like a fight, I think.
Fair and Cutie, what'd you get?
I got a 7.
Yep, that dice
Okay.
is not getting used.
3 people with single-digit rolls. That's okay. That's funny.
Yep,
I just rolled that same dice that I rolled initiative on 3 times. I did not roll above a 10.
that's crazy. I rolled this one earlier and got a nat 20, so I was like, hell yeah, let's see what you can do. But
Okay, so you all arrive like this. Just kidding.
I guess there's not enough space for all 4 of us in the pathway, right?
No.
You can go 3
Yeah,
at a
well-
time, or yeah.
Yeah.
2 and 2.
Ooh, 2 and 2 could be good.
Yeah, I kind of agree with
Yeah,
that.
2-2, Lyra would stay probably behind Warren because of initiative,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But
I
will
think
take
Dradius
the
and Lyra taking up the rear would be best.
Taking the rear, you
Sorry, sorry, sorry. I am extremely childish.
Yes, but apparently.
Oh god.
All right, yeah. Assuming that this door that we have seen is barely hanging on its hinges, Warren is going to push it. See that
Okay.
it falls. And just be like,
Yep, it like there's like a little like snap and then it just falls flat. As you do, you hear like a rumbling sound that like periodically like you hear like in the distance.
A reactor.
okay, guys, what I'm thinking is either some super powerful magical death ray is charging up to take out a planet or something, or a really fast creature is running in circles and breaking the sound barrier. Those are my current theories.
Lara will draw her sword and get ready to strike if there's a breakneck speed creature suddenly charging at them, just in case.
Just in case. They're keeping an eye out for traps. Keeping an eye out for traps. I'm going to start going in. 5, 10.
Why don't you roll perception for now to see if you spot traps?
Oh, bro. I'm gonna look over at Lyra and be like, "Hey, Lyra, can you lend your good eye if you have proficiency?"
You mean the one with the fire elemental in it?
Yep.
Yeah, the
Like,
fire
who
element
knows?
actually gives me proficiency in this.
Allow
Yeah,
me to
maybe
help
watch
you
the
see.
Why is the fucking flashlight?
Yeah.
That would be incredible.
She blinks
That would
really
be
hard
silly.
and just like a ray of light comes out. Oh, I have dark vision again.
Yay! Of course, Warren, and she'll keep an eye out. Keep her eye out. And you have proficiency, so you can get your advantage.
I'm so fucking glad that you gave me proficiency and had the help thingy because that first roll was a nat 1.
She
Oh
doesn't.
my god, what's the?
She doesn't give you proficiency. She gives you advantage on the
No,
roll.
yeah, she gives me advantage, but
Yeah.
she's using her proficiency by giving it to me. So.
Yes, but you worded it a certain way, and I have to correct you
What's-
because I'm a needy bitch.
Do not correct me, okay? You
Bitch,
are
I will
rolling.
correct you all
The
our
second
damn
roll is an 18 plus 2 for a 20.
Okay. You scan the ground, and although it's a little dirty and broken apart, you notice there was once a trap before you, but it's already been disabled.
Fucking idiot. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
What's that about?
30. I'm just going to assume that Warren, not going to assume that it's been disabled, is going to assume that someone has accidentally triggered it and be like, fucking idiot.
That's fair. Okay.
Because it's easier for him to process the fact that there are idiots out there instead of people who are genuinely smarter than him.
Okay. As you come up, the cavern at the end eventually expands into an open area. The illusory wall segment that hides the opening
Oh.
has already been disabled. That was a part of the trap. You can see the little sensors that had glyphs once on them that have been shattered. Inside, you see a small natural cave seamlessly that blends into the natural rocky environment. The cave inside is littered with demolished golem parts in front of the main gate of the tomb, which features a massive lock mechanism. There is also... Hang on, let me grab my reveal thing here. I like this feature very much. There's
I'm
a
so excited
dragon
for you.
trying to bash the door open over and over, and that is the
shit.
source of that sound. And he looks completely exhausted as he keeps smashing his front like claws into it. This is getting ridiculous. So
I
you're
just
just
do
watching
the
him
funniest
do
thing
that.
right now.
Oh yeah. What do we got?
Well, you see, there's this thing that like a lot of people would use called tact. Like, you know, a bit of discretion, a bit of, hey, yeah, let's try and make this work as properly as we can. Like maybe get ourselves into formation like the Veil Walkers would. I'm not gonna do that.
We ain't the Veil Walkers.
Yep, I'm gonna step a little further and be like, excuse me.
He doesn't hear you at first. Because he keeps like he's just like. Ugh! He just keeps like jumping at the door.
Excuse me.
Who goes there? And he gets into like a ready stance.
Whoa. Easy, big man. You're quite terrifying. You're quite imposing. You do not need to take a stance like that with me, okay? I'm nice. Very charming. Extremely humble.
I've noticed.
Thank you. What's your name? Let's do introductions.
I am Antosias, and you do well to remember it. He's
That's a lovely name.
He's like breathing very heavy. He's exhausted.
Now, I'm gonna make some assumptions and guess that maybe you forgot your house keys and you can't get in?
Your assumption is making an ass of yourself. This...
I'll do that.
Oh god. This is not my home. But I am eager to get inside nonetheless. Who are all
Ooh,
of
breaking
you?
and entering. Oh, I'm Warren. That's Theron, Estradius, and this is Lyra, my best friend. If you're breaking and entering, we can help.
Oh. Working with humanoid creatures. Though I'm not opposed to it. Look, I'm perfectly capable of getting in here myself, alright? All I need is put a little... He, like, rears back and jumps at the door again. His head goes forward this time and, like, bonks it.
If you want, we can just sit aside and watch. Like, we don't have to get involved. Like, you know, if this is, like, more of, like, a pride thing and you want to get this done yourself, like, we can just sit aside and watch.
I don't need you interfering.
Okay.
He just keeps going over and over. Okay, after about like 15 minutes,
Use the battering ram.
Yeah. After about 15 minutes of you awkwardly standing there watching, he's laying on the ground. Okay, I need help. And then he climbs himself back up and he gives you like a very intense stare. But let me be clear. I want access to all the information in the tomb and half of any treasure we find.
Can we make like a small adjustment to that deal? Because like all the knowledge and half the treasure is a bit out of balance. How about, you know, we go for like all the knowledge to you and like a little over a quarter of the treasure to you? Because I mean, that's a fairer split, right? You get like more at the end.
Like poison gas starts spewing from his mouth. I will go for a third of the treasure, nothing less.
Are we gonna shake on it without you crushing my hand?
His tail, which like the tip of it, like comes forward by your hand.
I'm going to shake the dragon's tail.
Okay, he shakes your hand a little bit, and then he quickly like whips the tail back because he doesn't really want to touch you.
Fantastic. All right, gang, let's split up and look for clues. And by clues, I mean doohickeys that might open the door.
Oh, look at that. 4 humanoids and a talking animal. I wonder what show this is based on.
Harry Potter?
Yeah. Yes. Close
All
enough.
Yeah, definitely.
So, the gate before you is actually wooden, which is why he thought he could break into it so easily. It's 10 feet by 10 feet, and apparently heavily fortified.
All right, fantastic. Well, first and foremost, let's give it a proper good look around. We're gonna look around for like any like levers or anything that looks a bit out of place that like, you know, might potentially be a mechanism to open the door.
Well, then someone's gonna have to make me a very zesty investigation check.
Whoever has got the best rolls for that, please step up.
Nope, +0.
Call your shot, bitches.
All right, what are we doing?
We're looking for someone who's good at investigation.
Not me. That's for damn sure.
I've said that out loud for a very good reason.
Someone
who is good at investigation.
I sure do hope there is an Irishman who is
Oh.
good at investigation.
Good morning, Farron.
Hi.
We need you.
Oopsie daisies. Yeah, well, that's out the window. 8.
Walks
So
in,
awesome.
kicks a pebble out of the way. I don't see anything. All right, with an
No, I
8,
believe
you
that as well.
see a door, and it looks pretty
Yeah,
fortified.
Does he also
Wow.
see this dragon over here?
He does notice the dragon, though at first he thought it was a
Okay.
giant green puppy.
To be fair, I thought the same thing.
Okay,
That's why I befriended it.
fair enough.
Alright,
Okay,
well,
you don't
okay.
see anything in the room that appears to be able to help you.
Tell you what, I haven't rolled, so I'm gonna roll anyways.
Please do.
For the record, the
Steve Fred
DC
is
goes
like a
up every
natural.
time, so let's be...
What's the highest y'all have rolled?
Hey,
We haven't.
rolled
Yeah,
eight.
literally it's just been an 8 on investigation. But I am
Oh.
gonna You want me to hype you up quick, Tradius?
Oh yeah, sure.
Warren's gonna slap his hands together, offer his hands to Dradius's firm, and be like, I believe that you will find something. As I give you Bardic Inspiration, which is 1d8.
Awesome. So I rolled. My first. I can't speak. So my roll was a 14.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll the d8?
Does it fail, King? That's the real question.
I mean, it's not really so much as like a fail in the sense of like if there's a threshold. There's several thresholds, and the higher your result is, the more you uncover. So.
So you just want me to like roll the d8 and just like add that to the
Yeah, you can
success
add,
threshold?
yes, you can. I will allow in this case because like you can keep going. You can add it to it.
Sick. That was cocked.
Uh,
That makes it a 17.
17. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's kind of cute. Okay. So scanning around, you notice, well, it looks like the damaged golems happened recently, so you can probably guess who might have caused that. As for the door itself, you notice somehow you're able to like walk up and stare at it and notice that not only do these two like constructed statues here appear to be able to move in place on their pentagon platforms, like they can be turned, but the door itself has like a giant like pentagon on it that can also be turned and shifted, and it appears to be together these all work as some sort of puzzle. You can also try and destroy the door, but if you want to like, but it appears there is like a way to unlock it without a key, so.
All right. Dradius think that this is some kind of puzzle. Dradius not very good at puzzle.
So with your permission, Warren, Dradius would like to break down door.
Okay, that's fair.
You know what? I say go for it. The big dragon tried. I encourage you to as well.
All right. I just really wanted to try after seeing Big Scaly Man do it.
Better watch
it. All right. Let's do a little roll here. Watch y'all. That is 24 to hit the door.
That does hit.
Okay. D12.
Dradius is like eating at the same time.
Yeah, I would just assume he is eating while Joy is eating.
Yeah. So that's 13 slashing damage to the door.
Okay, so you swing out and slice at the door. You do notice, however, though, although you accurately hit the door, you made nothing more than like a fine-tuned, like paper-thin line in it. It appears to you that the damage you dealt was not sufficient enough in one swoop.
Interesting. And you said this door was like it looks wooden?
It looks wooden, yeah.
This door made with strong tree.
All right.
If it was that easy to just bust it down, I would have done it already.
Oh, I do give it a try. All right, time for puzzle.
All right. Teach us. How do we solve this puzzle?
It seems, and he'll point to these individual. What did you call these?
Well, they're like stone pillars, like with
Pillars?
various like soldiers on them. Yeah.
Yeah, these pillars. It looks like they can be rotated, and it matches what is shown on the door, which could also be rotated. So perhaps there is specific sequence. Perhaps they all need to match. I'm not sure. Looking at the golems with the 18, are there any symbols on them that match any of what appears on the pillars or on the door?
Yes, actually, on their interiors that have been broken open, there are, because there's 3 destroyed golems in here, there are 3 different like positions of a pentagon. None of them have any indication of what order they go in, but one has it where it's like completely upside down, one has it where it's to one side, and the other one has it where it's just slightly to the right.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think Dradis is just going to first and foremost try just a random order just to see what it does.
Okay. I'm actually going to just tell you there's a rule to like solve it properly.
Oh, okay.
The
Gotcha.
fact that you found those makes the DC better, but it is just a straight intelligence roll.
Oh, sick. Okay, cool. Then I will do that then. Moments.
Time for the dumbest character to do the smart thing.
Watch me roll a nat 20. I swear to God.
He does have the highest intelligence, I think, in the group.
That
right? So.
that would have been crazy, but it's only a 16.
The reduced DC was 16. You just
Let's
made it.
fucking go, dude. Dradis is the smartest character in the party.
Yeah,
Y'all are a
real.
bunch of fucking idiots. Get out of here.
Whoa.
I'm kidding. It is
But that's what's going on in his head right now. Is he
That's it.
solves
Yes,
it.
that's what Dradis in his head is saying.
So yes, the this one here, he actually leaves because it just points downwards. This one gets turned slightly to the right, and then the one on the door he turns so the top point of it is pointing to the left, and then the door pops from the middle and slides back.
Oh, he looks back at the rest of the party with like the biggest grin on his face. He looks so proud of himself. His tail is wagging.
Aww.
Love that.
And so, real quick
He's just
here.
doing soy jack fucking face.
Yeah, he's pointing to the soy jack. Yeah.
There was that.
I did it, guys. Look.
Maybe sure
Dradis is very smart.
Hell
It is
yeah,
all the
buddy.
it is
Oh
all
my
the
God.
reading. This is all the reading he has been doing.
Oh, can you read whatever the fuck's going on in this room? Holy fuck.
Yeah,
Oh.
read the room, buddy.
All right.
The dragon immediately slithers like past you, and he goes in here.
Oh, all right.
Very nice. So, a 20-foot gigantic stone statue of the young Master Arlen stands in the middle of the hall, holding an open book in one hand. Models of what appear to be his inventions and constructions are displayed on small pedestals by the walls, labeled with small name tags.
All right. So, because now I'm curious, whereabouts would the treasure you mentioned be?
That is a good question. I would like to find it myself. It is through one of these doorways, but there is no indication of where it actually was. I only know that the constructor had wealth within these chambers.
Well, all right then. I guess we'll go clockwise then, and we'll try with this one first.
All right, Dradis hears clockwise, and then he goes over to the opposite side.
My goat.
My highly intelligent teammate.
Oh,
Who somehow solved the puzzle.
Yeah, maybe let's go. Hey, it's got to balance out, you know?
Hell yeah.
Of course, of course.
So, who's... Is you guys splitting, like, through these doorways right now, just to be clear?
Unless somebody grabs Dradius, he's just here.
Yep. So, someone grab his ass, please.
Lyra's just following him, or Lyra will let Dradius do what Dradius does best.
Okay, so we're just gonna start opening doors. Cool. All right. Then that's fine. We'll say you open this door. Hang on, let me frickin' go like so. Okay, so you open it. It's pretty dark in here. As you start making your way through, you start getting more and more of it uncovered. Let me just check something real quick.
Oh no.
You start seeing like something faint in the distance, something shimmering, and let me. Sorry, I gotta just do the thing real quick. I might also sneeze at one point, so bear that in mind.
That's okay.
Bless you. Bless you.
Are you saying it to stop me from sneezing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That might work. All right, so Dradius, we're gonna say while they're trying to figure out how to open that door, even though you know they're being careful, you just push this one open, and you walk in. All right, so tall piles of clay tablets with writing inscribed on their surface cover the floor of this room. Some of them almost touching the ceiling of the room. Old tomes and scrolls fill the shelves on the sides of the room, all of them covered with a thick layer of fine dust. There is a robed skeleton that lies slumped over a writing desk that stands at the end. It's very much dead. And there appears, and that shimmering, as you see in the distance, kind of comes in and out of reality, as you see a ghostly figure that is writing things like on one of, it's like levitating one of these tablets and like inscribing things onto it.
Neat. So Darius will kind of make his way into the room, and then as he does, he'll like scoop up one of the tablets because he's curious. Just kind of look at it for a second. Darius cannot read. Excuse me, and he like displays it to the ghostly figure. Can you tell me what this says?
The ghost like turns around. He like looks up, said, "Be careful with that. That is some of my most prized work." His voice like kind of echoes, but I physically cannot do that. So just imagine.
Right. Oh, my apologies. Just was looking for a treasure, but this does not look very valuable to me.
Foolish creature. All this knowledge is quite impressive. It is the most valuable stuff anyone could hope for. Unfinished inventions that would yield countless potential for individuals if I was still around to share it with them.
So, how much gold do you think it sells for?
You better keep your fluffy hands off of my work.
Sorry, I was eating.
Oh.
And I had a response.
Other
but then I thought of
threatening
something-
lines of dialogue.
But then I also thought of something really fucking funny. He said, keep my fluffy balls off of it. Tradius just drops it.
Okay. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Will do. Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
That's a 3?
He possesses you.
Bruh.
So now you are in his control, as you basically feel your mind get, like, your body get pulled back from you, as like your vision of yourself gets like taken back, and you see like your eyes are now a distant window from you. You then start running into walls.
What the? Hey. Why can Darius not control his body?
So while that's going on, we're gonna cut back over here actually. And,
That's fucking insane.
so you guys open this door and look inside while he's
The
doing
complete
that.
polar opposite of Arius. Holy shit.
Dismembered
Yeah, not for
mechanical body parts of various golems, tools, wires, springs, bolts, and screws fill this room. It is very much destroyed, but it looks to be there were a lot of various living creatures within here once before.
I'm gonna have a quick look around,
Okay.
and see if I can find anything that, like, might be shiny or worth any value.
Okay. Roll
Kinda check in
investigation.
with me. Ooh, investigation.
Good luck.
That's a 12.
Sorry, you don't have Darius the Smarty here to help you this time.
Yeah, true.
12. Okay, I'm gonna say it takes a while. So while you're searching, you do start hearing banging going on in the distance, very random intervals. But I will note that you do spot one of the golem heads has 2 large crystal quartzes for eyes, which they might be quite valuable.
Ooh.
Hell yeah. Alright, well, I'm gonna go over to... Actually, no! I'm not gonna go over to it. I'm going to use my mage hand. How heavy is it? Would my mage hand be able to drag it to me?
You can certainly try.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna have some of my mage hand,
You said
make
the
it go
thing.
over to it, and I'm gonna start dragging it towards me.
Or just bringing the whole head? Okay. It's just
Yep.
the hand is able to move it, but it does have to like drag it across the ground, so it like picks it up off of the pile, it hits the ground, and then it's just like
Fantastic, because even if it could carry it, I was going to drag it regardless.
Okay. Well, the head wakes up and the crystals start to glow as it like looks around. Hey, what are you doing to me?
You are very sleepy. Go back to sleep. This is repairs. Yes, we are automating things. Very good. And then I'm just gonna like grab one of my daggers. I'm gonna try and pop the quartzes out of the eyes.
I was gonna do something funnier and say roll deception.
Deception. Okay, I can do that. That is a 19.
As you say that, it kind of like looks around and it like stills in the grasp of the hand. That is good. I require repairs as my limbs are unfunctional. And then the lights turn off and he goes to sleep.
Oh, what a poor little guy. Gonna La 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 la. And I'm not going to grab a dagger. I'm going to start just digging the quartz out the eyes.
Okay, it just takes a couple seconds of little shimmying, and then just like, you pop them out. I'll just tell you now, rather than you needing to get them appraised, each one is worth 125 gold, so you can write that down.
Ooh.
You do have to sell them, though, at some point, or use them or something, so...
Okay.
But, just so you know what they're worth.
Yeah, no, of course. Thank you.
Of course. And then the dragon, like sniffs the air. I know you have valuables. Remember, a third of that is mine. Yes?
Okay, maybe.
Don't try holding out on me. And then he grabs this, like, tower, like, model with his claw, and he's like, I wonder if this is worth anything. Where did the big furry one go?
I don't know. I think that might be him. I think he's just stomping around.
He's throwing a fit.
I think he read a word and didn't understand it. You know what? I am going to go check on Dradius. Why not?
Okay. You see him in this room constantly gut checking himself in the desk, and then like running shoulder first into the walls that don't have anything on them.
Dradius, you okay, buddy?
He like turns around, his nose is now bleeding. Yes, I am defying.
Yeah.
I am just very
Dradius said,
stupid.
"Warren, do not listen to him. That is not me. I mean, it is me, but not me controlling me."
I'm gonna guess that Warren could quite easily pick up on the more broken common than usual.
Yeah,
from someone
absolutely.
trying to interpret it.
I'd say you could probably just tell that off the bat. Yeah.
Huh.
I am
well,
very the stupids.
Yes, I do agree, but I think that right now, you know what would really prove your stupidity? Not running into walls first and foremost, and if you gave my friend's body back to me, that would be really, really cool, and that would show him. Yeah, that would show him for being stupid.
But I forget it. How did you even know who I was?
He's a moron, but at least he speaks clearly.
Fair enough. I do not have enough experience with this form. But your interloper here is ruining my fine work, so I'm going to ruin this vessel of his.
Well, before we go any further, let's not ruin everything, because, like, you know, he himself might be a bit clumsy, might have his issues, but he's very practical, you know, like, you know, he might not be good with reading, or education, or etiquette, or a lot of social things for that matter.
Dradius in his head is going, hey!
But, you know, like, he might not be able to appreciate the finer things in life that aren't food or beer, but...
Food beer is good!
Still can't hear you.
I can promise you that if you let him go, we will close this door right now, and he will not tarnish any more of your fine works, and we will leave you to it. Just please do not be inside my friend anymore, because I've already got one problem that kind of has that situation going on, and I don't want something else filling another friend of mine.
Those statements of yours were very homosexualized, and I do not appreciate it. Fine, if you want this furry one back, you may have him, but keep him from my study. And he basically, like, runs him at you, and then, like, stops part way and leaves. he pops out, so then Dradius just kind of, like, crumples to his knees right before he crashes into you. He just kind of, like... Also, Dradius,
Hey,
you have taken 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Sick, that's so awesome. Love that. Dradius stands up, just looks back at this little specter, is like, you know, you didn't have to be asshole about it, and sticks out his tongue at him.
Yeah, you show him, buddy. Now, let's get out of here.
Oh, please, I've been inside your head. I know where that tongue has been. Keep it to yourself.
He starts moving on.
Did you know he once
Lord.
thought about licking his own anus like a feline? That is disgusting behavior.
We all have. Don't judge him for it, and I'm going to close the door on him.
We love a party member who can match my energy. I love it.
Alright, you close the door.
I like the fact that it's been darkened off again. That's so funny.
Hang on, there was knowledge in there.
Yeah, but it's also got a guy who's judgmental about licking anuses. So
What is wrong with licking one's anus? That is how you clean
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
Exactly. How else is one supposed to get it clean?
Exactly. All right, you humanoids are not so bad after all, I suppose.
I can't believe it. We're making friends with this fucking green dragon.
Yeah, you can get the knowledge later when we're done. Maybe the judgmental ghost of non-anus licking will be gone. And I'm gonna check this door.
Okay. Where are my pictures that were supposed to be added to this room to make it look cooler? You know what?
Fighting on not coming back. That's fair. That's honestly fair.
No one comes back. All right.
Oh, I miss Reno.
He balanced things.
He made less chaos, and that was.
We really did have a moral center, and then he's just like, nah.
Like I said,
guess
we
I just
lost
don't
the
have
one
time.
person that keeps this party from like disemboweling itself.
Yep.
All right.
It's amazing we've lasted as long as we have.
Honestly. All right. So the door opens.
Oh, wow, so half the party's just gone. That's cool.
Yeah, and it's fine. Only the two, like literally, the main characters are still here. That's what matters.
Exactly.
We are all
We got
that's
this.
needed. Like, see
We can-
this room with the D20.
We got a fucking green dragon. We can solo this dungeon.
Exactly. Let me solo it, I say.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right, King. I'm gonna
I was-
step in with pride.
Okay. You step in with pride. Let me
Wow,
get
I'm very
my
pride
notes
in
out.
this room.
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome, Kieran. I'm glad you finally felt comfortable to come out.
Or walk in.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah. The skeleton of a long dead human lies near the door at the feet of various shelves and cobwebs, as this place is horrifically destroyed. A huge oven stands opposite the door. Its blazing fire dances vividly without any apparent source of fuel for the flames. Clean and inscribed clay tablets are piled on one side, while baskets of raw and unhardened clay sit on the other side. A railless staircase descends in a downward spiral in the center of the room, forming a broad hexagonal shaft with many levels. Yeah, I said shaft. Each level is crafted into a 5-foot wide
Fucking
walkway. Thank you. And it seems to go pretty far low.
Did you say that there's a fire in this room with no?
Yeah,
fuel?
Draddy runs over and excitedly like grabs Warren, look, and he's just like excitedly pointing towards the furnace over there.
Quick, grab Lyra.
All right, he runs back and grabs the unconscious Lyra because she's not moving, and
Currently A-posing.
quickly runs her over to the furnace as fast as possible.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. You bring her forth, and that is when, well, I'm just gonna say he walks into. That's when the door seals as you all head over there, and it locks itself. Dropping from the ceiling are a couple of heavily armored-looking figures.
Hey, welcome back.
I was dragged.
Yeah.
We've had a furnace with no fire in it. Well, we've had a furnace with fuel, no fuel, but a fire.
No fuel with fire.
Okay,
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Then I'm caught up. Sorry.
Right.
We're about to get attacked.
Yes, as these two mech fellas drop from the ceiling and land.
Fucking great. Yeah.
Yeah, so the door is locked. You're in here. These guys are here, and they gotta roll initiative because you guys are in trouble. So,
Well,
Okay, I see.
trouble is subjective.
You guys
middle
are
of
in
the room
trouble.
are those bookshelves that are blocking the middle of the room, or
you can try
the
and
ones
get.
that was-
No, they're not that high. You can jump over them.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but they do provide like half cover from a distance. So, so bear with me just 1 second as I write some shit here. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure I got all my stuff here. All right, so yeah, they're gonna roll initiative and get added to the thing here. They got okay. Sorry, just
no
right.
audio?
Right no, it
Yeah.
ended, and I'm gonna add new stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Just wanted to see
All
if
right,
this
there
goes
they
properly.
go. Kind of the position I thought they'd find themselves in. I'm gonna find.
So happy for them.
Sure.
I'm not.
I need my light so I can actually read my dice as well.
Oh gosh, I think it takes too long. Oh,
Good, bro.
are you okay?
Yeah, all good.
Okay. I hope this one doesn't stay this quiet. I don't know if it ramps up. All right, I'll adjust the audio when needed. So these fellas drop down. They look pretty intense. They don't look like there's much reason. They look similar to the creatures that were found destroyed earlier. So you can assume they are hostile. Warren, you are up.
Well, certified Warren moment here because just because of the fact that we are in a fight now, and I'm aware that this is gonna get fucky real quick if I don't do this. I'm gonna use my turn to adjust myself and go here.
All right. I don't know why you need to
because of
adjust your
Gradius.
crotch like that, but okay.
I've got to adjust myself so it doesn't fall down the fucking trouser leg a little, you know. But I'm gonna cure wounds Gradius because he did take 20 points of fucking bludgeoning damage earlier.
You sure did.
That's insane.
Appreciate you, buddy.
I'm gonna give him a slap on the back, giving him 26 HP back.
Hell yeah.
As I hype him up with also one use of Bardic Inspiration as my bonus action as I hit him with a. Alright, big man. Fuck him up.
Can do.
And that is how I end my turn.
Okay. Then it
I'm probably
is
just here to be emotional support, bro.
the Daedal Right's turn. Sorry, I gotta bounce back and forth. Okay. So, you guys are threats, so... He's gonna go there. This one's gonna see that someone's by themselves.
That's crazy.
All right,
And also not here.
yes. That's crazy, isn't it? All right, Lyra, you're about to get attacked.
She is ready. She has a blade in her hands and is ready to try and block any attack that's coming.
All
her way.
right. So it's gonna strike out with you with a multifunctional.
You got it, I believe.
No, I thought it was written differently. It's multifunctional. I can say that word easily. Multifunctional appendage. So it's got a lot of tools and stuff on that arm. So it's gonna reach out and swipe at you.
Okay.
So we're gonna see if it does. That is a 24 to hit.
That, yeah.
Okay.
That might hit. That she
just a little bit?
Or she cannot. Yeah, no, she cannot move that out of the way or move herself out of the way in time.
Okay. So that is gonna be 10 bludgeoning damage as he swats you.
Oh, that goes off my. Yeah, taken.
That's the first attack.
Okay.
He's then going to use his heavy drill on you.
She is ready to try and redirect the drill, hopefully successfully.
Okay.
Please, girl, don't mess this up.
That is gonna be. Sorry. That's gonna be a.
Is it 110 PM?
That's a 21 to hit. Not yet.
21 does hit, so
Okay.
she can also not move that out of the way.
Okay. Hang on. I gotta roll some dice here.
Mm-hmm. What other reactions do I have? I have a surrender reaction. Can I use that?
Oh gosh, I rolled high.
Uh-huh.
All right. So that is gonna be. This is his rechargeable ability. So that is that, and then okay, that is gonna be.
I'm so ready.
It's gonna be 22 points of piercing damage.
Oh my god!
Don't tell me that down to you.
No. So no. It's like King described it, like the as the drill, like, you know. Goes
Yeah,
into
so with one arm, he just bashes you over the head, stunning you a little, making you unable to repel the attacks. As the drill comes out, you try to push away from it, but it does catch you on the side, and you feel this splitting pain as it burrows itself into your side, just... You, like, blood goes splattering, like on, like, the furnace. It goes splattering here. Some of it hits Lyra in the face. You two, like, kind of horrifically see this happening before it pulls its arm back, and she is, like, heaving over.
Yeah, she's like on the floor, like on the ground, like on one of her knees, pretty much. For a solid, well, I can't say for for the. No, you know what? Since my turn is 6 seconds, I'll say for 5.9 out of the 6 seconds on one entire round, she's like on the floor before she's able to pick herself back up again. She is extremely hurt. Warren, you have seen her at most once at this state of hurt.
Yeah.
I'm on 2 HP.
Insane.
Next attack. I'm just kidding. That's the it gets 2 attacks.
Could you imagine?
You said you wanted it more difficult, right? God. So, anyways,
Yeah.
So that's his turn. This guy sees this thiefy-looking guy here being all brooding and everything. So Sketchy's still not here, right?
I'll tell him
No.
what damage he took and everything. I'll send a message.
Thanks, babe. Okay. Okay. It's gonna use its stabilizer arm to attack him. So let's see if that works. Right now, this dark-colored die is working good for me. It doesn't matter what his AC is. That's a 27 to hit. He rolled basically max on that. So.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So that'll hit. So Theron is gonna take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
12 bludgeoning, yeah.
As he's battered by this hand, he is now grappled by the machine. As it just, it basically impacts him in the chest, and then the two little claws of it just snap around his midsection, and now it holds him in its grasp. And that will be their turn. It is technically Theron's turn. We could do this one of two ways. Maybe do we wait till the end of the turn and just let him try and play if he comes back?
Yeah, I'll say wait until the end of the round.
Okay, so we'll say Theron's turn is to be decided. He's holding his turn right now, which is not allowed, but he's not here. So Dradius, you can go right now.
Okay. I'm gonna move up here. I'm gonna try to get between this fucking thing and my goddamn friend here. I am going to. All right, yeah, we're just gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna go for a swing. Actually, okay, so. Bonus action rage, first and foremost, obviously.
Right. Get that in there.
Get that in there, obviously. And then gonna try to hit this thing. Yeah, fuck it, I'll go reckless. Why not?
Okay.
My go.
Why not?
My bowl.
Does a 14 hit?
That's cute that you would think that would hit. No, that's a miss.
Oh, this is the end of
that's fine.
Weirdos.
That's fine. I still have my second attack. Try again. Boys, it's happening again.
Oh no!
It's happening. It's happening
You
again.
have your inspiration. You have your inspiration.
Yeah. We're fuck. I didn't want to burn it just yet, but I guess we're burning it.
Even with fucking advantage, you're rolling that. That's insane.
Even with advantage, I'm rolling that bad. Okay, there we go. Fucking finally, dirty 20.
That hits.
Sick. Okay, I will calculate damage in a second, but I also need it to make a DC 14 strength saving throw, please.
Yowza. All right, let me up over to that. Okay. Strength save. Oof. That's only an 11.
Sweet. He gets knocked 10 feet away from me, straight away from me.
Okay.
Cool. And then we do that plus that plus that plus that plus that. So that's 18 slashing damage. That was max, by the way.
Okay.
Nice.
And 5 necrotic damage.
Okay.
So it's for 23 total.
23 total. Thank you. So that's gonna put him. My brain. There. Yeah. Okay. Good, solid hit right across the chest. It didn't take a lot of damage, but you see the chest bent inwards now, and he's been forced backwards.
Yeah, I'll rush forward to kind of fill the space so it can't try to, essentially, that way it can't try to go after Lyra more.
Okay.
I'm just gonna get in the way.
All right.
Oh, welcome back.
Thank you.
He's back.
Okay.
All right. Next on the turn order is technically Lyra,
Yeah, we can do Theron now, though.
but Theron is here, so Theron, it is your turn.
Oh, okay.
You all walked in here, just for some substance. You all walked in here. These guys dropped down from the ceiling to attack. And the door is locked. And this guy is currently holding you in one of his metal hands right now, so you're grappled to him.
I'm gonna see if I can try and break that grapple one.
Okay, that is your action to try and break it, but you're welcome to go for it. I do have an escape DC here, so I believe
What's he looking like?
Well, he hasn't been hit yet. He saw you, and he's like, oh, you look pretty vulnerable, so he went after you. So you can attack him while you're grappled.
Or no, I'm going to try and break.
Okay, so that's your action to do that. So go ahead and roll. I'm already forgetting the rules. I have the DC, so it's not comparative. I have a DC that he has to beat, but it's athletics, right? So he can roll? Is it just strength?
It is either,
Athletics
I think,
or acrobatics?
it's either athletics or acrobatics. I'm pretty sure you can choose which one.
Okay, so just roll one of those, and then if you beat my escape DC.
Got it.
Trying to adhere to the rules properly now. This music sucks. It keeps it's not even cutting out. It just has these low points where you can't hear anything. So we're
instant nat 20 for 23.
okay.
That's crazy.
Yo,
That's
go.
awesome. Good job.
So I'm gonna move back here. I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast my my echo here.
Of course. Where the hell did I put her on here? She's always
Here comes,
lurking
guys.
in the shadows.
Get ready, boys. Here she comes.
Ooh.
Oh. I thought she was gonna be big. I thought
No,
she was
she's
a big
already on the
woman.
board, so not big yet.
I thought she was going to be a big woman.
I want to see a giant woman.
Yeah, same, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay. Down, boys.
Oh, sorry.
Heal!
I'm not gonna whimper on camera. It's too early for that.
Insane.
Ow, that hurt my chest laughing like that. Oh, I wasn't ready for that one. Oh, fuck.
Alright. That's gonna be turn for me.
Okay. She's there. She's looking shadowy. Lyra, it's your turn. Grapple is broken. So
Yeah, I can
2
save this for
HP. What you
later.
doing?
I'm so fine with my 2 HP. I don't know what you're on about. Lara will, after getting completely like messed up by that beast, try and gather all her strength, and as quick as she still can, because she is like, not how like moving with her leg, move to this creature, try and attack it. We will see how this goes. That is a 19 plus 8 plus 2, 29 to it.
That hits.
Thank God that was. This will be turned into a maneuver, so this creature will need to make a strength check in a second. But while it does its strength check, ooh, yummy, yummy. So while it does its strength check, I will do a total of 22 slashing damage.
Okay, very nice, very nice. Let me math that real quick. Yeah, he rolled despite having a decent strength score, he rolled a 10, so...
Fucking perfect.
Hell yeah.
These creatures are large, right?
Yes.
Perfect. So he is prone due to the trip attack maneuver. Thank fucking.
So yeah, you slice to that knee, and it falls back.
Amazing. And
Its
then
limbs
she
like
will
in the air,
try
like...
and beep boop beep boop. I am fucked. And then she'll try and slice or stab her sword into its head area. Hopefully, that is an 11 plus 8 plus 2, 21 to hit.
That does hit.
Fire. And because I want this creature to die, I will also be turning this into a maneuver. And I'll use Savage Attacker for this. So, let me get the right dice here really quick. Boom! That's pretty cute. That is... I think that's higher. Yes, okay, cool. So this one. And then this. That is... minimum. Okay, so then on the second hit... is that 9? Yeah. That plus that plus that. 18. Yes, 18 slashing damage on the second hit.
Okay. Good slice
And I
across
did
it.
turn this. Yes, I did turn this into the menacing attack maneuver. So now it has to make a wisdom save, please.
Okay. Against being frightened?
Yes, against being frightened.
It is
if I can't be
immune to
frightened.
it is immune to frightened.
Yeah, I thought so. Good enough that I got extra damage in. And then. And then.
Oh, I know what's coming. Can you guys feel it in your bones?
Do you? I don't like using it now, but unfortunately, I think Lyra would have to, cause. Yeah. No, in Lyra's case, this makes sense for an action surge.
It's coming, and so am I.
Yeah. So here goes attack number 3 now.
Yeah. Very good.
Yes, for 17 to hit.
That just hits.
Oh my god! What?
Hell yeah.
That's crazy. Not turning this into.
You want it higher?
No.
Was it too low? I can raise it if you want.
No, it's actually fine like it is.
okay.
we don't need it any higher, I don't think. And that is gonna be I'm missing anything, right? Yeah. That is 15 slashing damage on that hit.
Okay. Down to that.
How's the creature currently looking?
He's showing some wear and tear now. Still just trying to get back up. Still ready to fight probably, but he's showing some damage now. A little more smoke's coming out of him than it should.
Alright, then here's attack number 4. Man, I was really hoping for a crit. For a 28 to hit.
That hits, though.
And... these creatures are scary. I'll use one final maneuver here as well. It's only gonna add damage because it's already like, you know, nothing else can really happen here. Oh my god, why do my d8s roll so low? That's so cringe. That is 18 slashing damage on that 4th hit.
Okay. Hang on. Hold on. Let me math. Guys, let me math! Oh my gosh, how many times do we gotta talk about this?
No.
Okay, so he's there. Yeah, he's hurting pretty good now. He's not looking too hot, looking damaged as he keeps slicing through him and stuff. We don't like that. And now the music's cutting out again. I thought I fixed this issue. I guess not. I will cry. Cry in my own
And
time.
then I do have my bonus action free, so you'll see Lyra after all that. Step back, breathe in, breathe out, like controlled, and regain. Not the greatest amount of HP, but at least she is looking somewhat more servable again, and she will stay where she is currently.
Okay. Nito Dorito. Then we go top of the turn order. At the top of the turn order, the lair action triggers.
Oh no!
Fuck's sake.
It's already been pretty warm in this room. You guys are sweating more than you should be after just a very quick engagement so far. And
Oh wait, taint sweat.
as the oven heats up more and more, it gets to a point where the heat is so strong your skin is beginning to burn a little, and it gets very
bro,
stuffy
that'd
in
be
here and
fucking
hard to
sick.
breathe. You all suffer a -2 to all your rolls
Are you dead ass?
while in this room.
That's so dick.
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
You know what'd be
okay.
great is if this fucking elemental would be like a bro and be like, oh shit, this is gonna be my new crib. I at least need to help my moving guys.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Let me
That,
help my
um,
new
Need your
haul
fire
guys.
elemental in Lyra's eye, please.
Yeah, that -2, you said all rolls,
All rolls.
including damage rolls?
Yeah. Well, okay. Not damage itself. Everything other than damage rolls. Because
Yeah, like
it will not
D20 okay.
interfere with how much damage you deal, but with everything else you do, because it is interfering with your livelihood right now. So.
Okay.
Wow.
20 tests, gotcha.
Insane.
So yeah, it's getting very hot in here, and maybe there is a way to summon the fire elemental, but maybe you have to do something to make that happen. So.
Quick, Lyra, sing song. Perhaps coax it out.
Nah, come on. I don't know.
All right.
I don't know any fire-related songs, so... we didn't
Somebody-
start.
Burning in the third degree.
Somebody call the fire brigade. Lyra, fire burning on the dance floor.
Bro.
I set fire to the rain. There's a lot with fire in it.
So
Lyra
well.
didn't start the fire.
We're gonna set the world on fire.
So fucking dumb.
She can burn brighter, and she's melting.
I'm out now. I think I'm out of flaming ammo right now. Sorry. Someone get me an incendiary round. All right. Anyways, moving on. Top of the turn order, Warren. It's your turn.
As Warren starts his turn, like, he's gonna go up to Lyra, gonna give her some healing hands because of the fucking absolutely brutal hit she just took. You're getting a 3rd level cure wounds.
Damn, that probably is gonna be enough. I'm probably gonna be enough with a 2nd level to full health. I don't have any HP.
Do not care. That is 24 HP.
24. You know what? That is 3 more than I needed to be back at full. Thank you.
Nice.
Fantastic. You're also
Love
getting you're also getting a bardic inspiration from me. As Warren isn't even like hyping you up with words, he's more so just like trying to enjoy the vibes. Like, it's getting hot in here, so hot. Take off all your clothes. Getting so hot. I want to take my clothes off.
Lara feels so inspired by that.
Johnny's gonna shake his hips a little bit.
Even the robot looks like it's dancing on the ground.
And then Warren, being the absolute lad that he is, with his fucking remaining, like, I think like 20 feet of movements, 5, 10, 15, 20. He struts away, like, very cool and nonchalant.
Oh my god.
Damn.
And that is how I end my turn.
Okay, then. Then, we're moving on to the next round. Sorry, the music keeps being silly. It's a little fucky-wucky.
That's okay.
I gotta look into that better. I thought I fixed it. Anywho, we're not focused on that. We're focused on you guys trying not to die right now. And by die, I mean this guy's gonna use half his movement speed to pick himself back up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, who looks like a sexy target right now?
Certainly not the one with 34 HP.
Well, let's see. He's not too happy with both of you right now, and you're both deemed valuable threats. So here's what we're gonna do. He's gonna use Stabilizer Arm on the Minotaur. He's gonna try to anyway. Here we go.
Good luck.
That is going to be a... That's a dirty 20 to hit?
I mean, yeah, that's definitely gonna hit.
Okay.
That might hit.
So
you said that like my AC isn't 13.
No, I was struggling to math for a moment there. So, okay, that is that plus that. So that's 14 reduced to 7 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah,
and you are now grappled in that arm by him. As he just... He's holding you.
Touch!
And he did recharge his heavy drill attack. So, Lyra...
Oh, no. That's crazy. That's insane.
Yep.
Insane.
Go ahead, Lyra prepares herself, now knowing what's to come.
That is a 27 to hit.
Jeez.
And just throws her sword away and presents her body to get drilled into it again.
Choice of wording.
Let's get into it. That's okay. So that is.
Oh my god, dude! You need the parry maneuver like stat.
Yeah.
I have it planned. I got it planned.
So that is going to be 29 piercing damage.
Wow!
As that drill goes into you again. It like cracks your armor and penetrates through your armor, stabbing you in the shoulder.
Yep.
As it's trying to wear you both down.
That's gotta be worth an injury. Like, there's no way.
Holy shit, bro.
It's quite possible.
She'll be on her knees, just trying to recover from that hit until it's her turn.
So
Crazy.
that was that one's turn. This guy gonna just step around the shadowy thing. I deem it as not an actual threat.
Oh shit.
And he's gonna keep going after the biological life form. So Theron.
Biological life forms.
Yeah.
Life form detected. Nerd detected.
Nerd detected.
Nerd detected is insane.
Must destroy.
Must destroy brooding individual. All right, so that is going to be that, and oh gosh, that's only a 14 to hit on that first attack.
Damn.
Now watch him.
Too bad Theron's
He's
not
not
here to
there.
tell us.
Okay, he's not here. Good. I don't know. Oh, he's
Sorry. I was first ones to hit. That's first ones to miss.
14 hit. Oh, first. Yeah. Okay, I was gonna say I didn't think that hit. All right. So that didn't hit. but he's also got a drill attack, so let's see how you fare with that.
You'll be fine, don't worry, it's only half
If
your
it's
HP.
anything like Lyra's,
It's only
I am
half your
a little bit
HP.
worried.
It's only half your HP.
That
You'll be
is a 19 to hit on the heavy drill attack.
Yeah, that one would work. That one would
Okay. Get the dice close to the mic for the anticipation. Oh gosh, that one almost went off the board. All right. Yeah, still pretty good rolls. Not the best, but I'll take it. So that is
40.
no, close. That is gonna be 26 piercing damage to you.
Ooh. Yeah.
As
I'd leave it. I was supposed to take it. I'll go.
yeah, no, you can't leave it on the doorstep. All right, so it swings out once, and you're able
Double
to
it and give it
dodge
to the next person.
Yeah, definitely give it to them.
Double it and give it to Dradius. But the drill comes downwards, striking right into your chest. It doesn't go in, but it does slice downwards, just like burning through your flesh, going as it spins downwards. And yeah, that'll be its turn.
Got you.
But now it's your turn, Theron, so you can reciprocate.
Alright, sick. So as he goes to do that.
Oh man, he's really
Yeah.
hurting from that. You can hear him coughing too from the damage.
I'm gonna have my shadow go up behind it.
Okay.
And it's going to go ahead and make an attack. So
All right.
let's see if I get the values. Does a what is that? Ah shit, that's only gonna be a 15 to hit.
That does miss, or it doesn't strike it and hurt it.
Okay, that one's a bit better though. That one is going to be a 25 to hit.
That definitely hits.
And that is going to be a 8 damage.
Okay.
And then for my
Remember to subtract 2 from these 2 hits.
oh shit.
Well,
that's
doesn't he
right. Hang on,
also-
what did I say? Did I
doesn't he
say
also-
19?
Well, doesn't he also get +2 for flanking per the new rules?
No.
The
no, I
shadow
don't,
doesn't grant him
because,
flanking, I'm pretty
shadow
sure.
doesn't.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
So, but the first one would have missed anyway, and the second one would have hit anyway. So you're fine so far. I just want to remind you now that yeah, it is -2 to your to hit. So.
Okay, that's all right. No problem.
Okay.
So third attack is going to be a. That would be again another 25 minus that 23 to hit.
That still hits. Very good.
All right, and is a yeah. That is going to be a 9 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and do Unleash Incarnation.
Okay.
Ah, fuck! I rolled fuck off with that one. And then I'm gonna do bonus action, or sorry, action surge.
Okay.
I'm just gonna read through these.
Oh my gosh, there's so many attacks.
I know. That is gonna be. Is that no? So close to being a nat 20, but no, it's a miss with the 2.
Oh.
And last attack is a. Okay, well that's gonna be another 25. No.
That hits.
Three
Gotta be.
25s. And then again 9 damage. Holy shit!
All right.
Consistency.
Yep, that's what we like. You're
Holy
whittling
shit.
them down as some of those are strong enough to hit as she just keeps slicing through the back. Some of them strong enough to pierce through it and like kind of shake it off its guard a little.
Okay.
Anything
Perfect.
else?
Bonus action. No, there's gonna be no bonus action here, I don't think. Movement speed wise, I haven't moved, so I'm gonna go ahead and determine intent. I should really do that at the start of my turn, but whatever.
You can, yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that then.
Okay. You can determine. Wait, fuck. Is this one of the ones that just works?
Oh,
I
sorry.
thought all
that's
of them
right,
have
sorry,
a
I
roll.
should
All of them have
that's
a
right,
roll.
my
I'm pretty
bad,
sure,
my bad, my bad,
right?
my bad.
There's only like
Yeah,
one
yeah,
that just
yeah.
works, I think.
Insight.
There we go.
Let's see. It's gonna be 16.
Okay. All right, so you can determine on its next turn, it did not recharge its drill attack, so it will not be able to use that against you. It's probably going to try and grapple you again. You see that, like, biter claw trying to get ready to swoop in at you again.
Cool beans.
So you need, and that was your
That's gonna be
tactic.
turn.
So, yep, all right, that's your turn. Dradius, you are up, big men.
Seek.
You were
Yeah,
grappled, big men, so.
I am grappled, and that's honestly totally fine by me. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna use strength and strike. So I'm gonna try to roll an athletics. real
Okay.
Quick, see if I can add some damage to this roll. Nope, that's a 4. So we're just gonna go ahead and make my regular old reckless attack to try to hit this thing. Nope, that's fucking. What is that? Yeah, 14. No, that's not gonna hit.
Damn.
I don't know, man. I've just not had good luck with these rolls, eh?
I mean, even because you
won't-
get +2 and -2, so those just cancel out. But even with
Yeah,
the
I know those
advantage,
cancel. Yeah.
Even with the advantage.
But like even
damn.
with the that's just not been good for me. That's okay. We'll do another. We'll do my second attack. See if that hits. Nope. Hi, dude. What is
Oh my
happening?
gosh.
I rolled a 2 and a 5.
What?
Phew.
Do I need all new dice? Like I don't understand.
Yeah, I'd melt your dice down and like build new ones with them. I don't know.
At this point, I don't know what else to do. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well,
All right,
just
so-
a complete waste of my turn.
You're swinging at it, and it just keeps like swatting at your arm with its own. All right. Then as fear starts to settle in, Lyra, it's your turn.
Yay! Well, Lyra's just gonna go and try and attack the creature in front of her. I don't have advantage yet, unlucky. And I won't be getting it on this attack either, because that is only a 13 to hit.
That will miss.
But thanks to the grace feature, it is still going to take 5 slashing damage from this attack.
Okay. It takes 5 damage.
Fire, I was really hoping that'd be enough.
No. I mean, it's hurting, but he's still doing good right now.
Fuck me. Okay, well, second attack. Hopefully this time better. Please, is there any way I can... Oh, I could have used my fucking inspiration. Fuck. That is a 20 to hit on the second attack.
That hits.
And just because I want this creature to be dead because it's scary, I'll turn this into... Would that make sense? I'll turn this into a maneuver. Yeah, I'll turn this into a maneuver, even though, like, there won't be any changes from that. So that is 7. That would be... Okay, that's fire taking those. Okay. So, this attack, it is going to take a 21 slashing damage.
Okay, that hit, it really feels as you slice through its shoulder, making one of its arms look a little weaker. Its eyes are starting to flicker, and it's like glitching in and out. It's still up, but it's hurting really bad now.
Annoying, and I don't have any other attacks, right? Because I cannot. I guess I'll just... you see Lyra breathing in and out again, to regain some health with second wind. Fucking not enough. Fucking minimum. Yeah, she'll breathe in and out. She'll still look very heavily panting. And I fucking had body inspiration as well. I'm fucking stupid. Oh my god. Yeah, but that will be her turn.
All right. Top of the turn order, the lair action triggers, and this thing gets even hotter as the temperature in the room begins to grow worse and worse. Let me double check what happens next. Alrighty. As your skin begins to crispen and burn, every biological person in the room is going to take 6 points of fire damage.
I just healed 6 damage, man.
So all 4 of you take 6 points of fire damage.
Sick.
Oh my god, I have poison resistance. Does that help against fire damage?
No, because we're not
Does
using...
the fire elemental in your eye help protect you, perhaps?
Yeah, how's the fire elemental feel about this? Is he having a good time?
Oh, he's big chilling right now. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Just
Glad
watching,
to hear.
just watching this go. He hasn't really said anything. I mean, if somebody wants to try and get him to come out, but it's gonna require some action economy to make that happen. So. But in the meantime, as that happens, Warren, it's your turn.
Upon seeing that Lyra is extremely fucking hurt, I'm gonna rush back to her
Again.
side. Yep. I'm gonna heal her with Cure Wounds, 2nd level.
Mm-hmm. Bro's the healer right now. He's not even
Yeah,
support,
of
he's
course.
just healer.
Lyra is going to get... That is 28 HP.
God damn! Thank you. I'm one. If you would have one more, then I would have been back to max. This is so
Hell yeah,
funny.
love that.
Thank you.
And then Warren's gonna take just 1 step back away from it. You know what? Fuck it. Lyra again with the bardic inspiration, because I think it's extremely important that she has these so that
Well,
she can land
I
her
still have
fucking
it.
Oh, you
I
do?
still have it. Yeah,
Then,
I just forgot to use
Dradius,
it on my
you take that
thing.
shit, buddy.
Hell yeah.
Dradius takes
Finally.
my thing.
Finally hit something.
I might actually be able to hit something.
And as Warren is giving the bardic inspiration, he's just singing to himself. He's like, "I didn't start the fire. I'm fucking burning there. My skin is hurting."
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I appreciate the improvisation on the lines. So, all right. Well, if that's your turn, then, Mr. Singy Man, it's everybody's favorite person's turn. It's the Right's turn. Yeah.
That's my least favorite person, actually.
Oh, cry by. All right. Just for
Well,
that,
not
he's
even a
going.
person.
That's just for that he's going after you because he has advantage. So.
All right.
So he's going to slap you with his multifunctional arms here. That is going to be a 24 to hit Dradius.
I
Yeah.
hate to be annoying. This is the normal grappled condition, am I right?
It doesn't matter. I made reckless attacks.
All right, you did right.
Yeah.
You silly creature.
Motherfucker, I have not rolled above a 10. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, that's a 22 to hit, so it looks like both of those are going to hit.
Okay.
He doesn't have the drill, so this will probably go better for you, but...
Well, I mean, I'm raging anyway, so...
Yeah, you're fine.
Well, that's what I meant. Yeah, like, it's not going to be that significant. Okay, so, here we go. Give you a little slap.
Slap.
That is... Oh, gosh. So that is going to be 15 reduced to 7 piercing damage.
Yeah.
On the first attack. Second attack is going to be... Ooh, okay. Is going to be 13 reduced to 6 bludgeoning damage. It just kind of batters you around. He's going to see that it's not super effective. And then he's going to look over at Lyra again. Down here, therein lies the problem. You're being attacked by this guy. Yeah, I went there.
That's crazy.
So he's just going to keep trying to beat you up, Theron. So sorry. Okay, that's a 10 with the stabilizer arm, so he is not going to get the hit off on you there. So you survive. So you're able to move out of the way as he tries to grab you. We'll just say that was your keen insight, spotting that attack. Second attack, though, that will be a 19 to hit, which I know hits you. But again, he's just going to use it. He doesn't have the drill ready to go either. So that is going to be 10 bludgeoning damage to you.
Ooh.
So you don't got to respond. Just jot that down for yourself, big boy. And I'm gonna roll for them. No, it's fine. I just want to make sure you got that. So, all right, rolling to see if drills recharge, and that will be their turn. Theron, it's your turn.
All right, cool beans. Again, yeah, I'm just gonna start laying into him. I think with oh, actually, no, okay, I'm just gonna lay into him. All right, cool beans. Where's that is a fuck. That's only a 16 to hit.
That just misses.
No. All right, so good to know.
That's a nat 1.
No.
That really misses.
So rolling. That is a 19 minus 2 makes it a 17.
That just hits, so you land that one.
Okay, cool beans. Right, that is going to be an 11 damage.
Very nice. Okay. Showing some wear and tear from this now.
Okay. Second use of Unleash Incarnation is going to grant me another 2 more attacks. No, 1 more attack. That is going to be it's only 16 with the -2.
Oh, so close, but again, it's not enough oomph to cause any damage.
Yeah. Bonus action is gonna be a bust. Oh well, hang on a minute. No, second wind. I'm gonna second wind it.
Okay. Take some calming deep breaths, and you feel yourself rejuvenate a bit.
That brings me to plus. Okay, so I healed 10 points there.
Oh, so you completely undid what he did to you. Perfect.
Yeah.
Great, another pointless round. All right, you gonna move or you gonna stay there?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay here because bonus action stuff like that, or opportunity attack.
Okay. Then it is Dradius' turn.
Okay.
You are
Come
inspired.
on, baby. Come on. Come on.
Really roll
Come
them.
on.
Really roll them. Yeah, just
I'm rolling them, baby. Come on. Okay. No, this is good.
I like this.
So that is. Yeah, that's a 17,
That just hits.
which just hits.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
Nice.
I'm getting the second roll out of the way now while I have these D20 out. Because I attack twice. I have 2 attacks. Yes, finally. Okay, now I know
Hell
which dice
yeah.
I need to be using. All right, that is 18.
That hits. Very good.
Sick. Thank fucking God. Okay, so we'll do. Yes. There. Oh my God, that's like the best fucking roll I've had. Sorry, that was a lot. I know.
I'm excited for you.
I rolled max on both of my damage die.
Damn.
So that is 18 slashing damage
Okay.
plus 9 necrotic damage.
Whew. Okay.
And that's just on the first attack.
First cleave, like you chop off a piece of its chest plate and you see some of the broken wires underneath.
Okay, and that second attack is 10 slashing damage.
Okay. 10 slashing as you shove it into that like damaged area. He's still up, but barely.
We're making a dent, boys. Come on. Push.
One by one.
Push.
He's like you, at this point, even though you're grappled by him, he's like, you can feel him like pulling back, like holding onto you to keep him upright. So.
Yes, sir.
All right. Anything else? That's your turn.
Yes. Let me think. Is there anything interesting that I could do here that would be funny? I guess I could make him make another strength saving throw. He's gonna. Well, no. I guess. How would that work actually?
If you hit him,
If he
and push
fails,
him,
if he fails and gets pushed 10 feet, I would technically go with him, wouldn't I?
yes, I would say that.
That would be pretty funny. And that's. Would he impact the wall and take damage because he stops short technically?
Well, I'd say someone could fit there. So, because that's like you
Okay.
guys. I would let you guys stand here. So I'd say no. Like if you pushed him to this point, then yes. But
Well, that's what I'm saying because it's 10 feet. But I also thought like I wasn't sure if like it's basically like every like basically these 2 squares that he moves forward. That's 5 feet. So if he moved.
well, he moves
Yeah, okay,
10
that
feet,
makes-
but like that's
his
5.
back
That's
would be
10.
against the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So-
He would have to be a little closer for that to work. Okay, that's fine. I won't do.
No, you're not gonna push him. Okay.
No, there's no reason to.
All right, Lyra, you're up.
Yay! Well, take a guess what I'm gonna do.
You're gonna
I'm
stab?
going to slice.
Ah, you know what? Yeah, let's do this. Let's make a stab. Sure.
I just
idea. Okay, well, thank God that I have, because a 3 is gonna be ass. I will use the heroic inspiration on this one because why the fuck not?
Okay.
Reroll that to turn the 3 into a 5. Fucking
Hell yeah.
insane.
Hey,
That
you
is a
rolled higher.
13 There's a 13 so far. +2, -2 doesn't matter. But the bardic inspiration was a D8, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so as long as this is above a 5, this could still get turned into a hit. It's a fucking 4.
Oh.
Well, wait.
Great.
Hang on.
What?
So you have
So it's
5
plus.
You have 13
plus
plus
8.
4.
Yeah. Oh wait, that's enough, right?
Yeah, 13 plus
18.
13 plus 4 is 17, and that's his
Or
AC.
17, yeah.
Holy shit! This
You
is
do
so
hit.
epic. I'm a big fan of Bardic Inspiration.
Hell yeah.
You wouldn't have been if you didn't get the hit.
Yeah. And then we'll do this without savage attack. Ooh, okay, and so, you know, it could have been worse, could have been better. That is going to be that's going to be 16 slashing damage.
That is
the first
enough
hit.
for you to slice through its head and
Yes!
shut it down.
Creature number 1 down. We have another issue. There's another creature down there.
There in scout.
I will. Yeah. How badly hurt does this one down here look, actually?
It's still pretty good. It's taken some hits, but
Still
it's
pretty
still
good?
fighting
Okay.
evenly.
Okay, gotcha. Then in that case, she will. This is a waste of this, but whatever. She'll use her second wind to get back to full HP.
What uses of that do you have?
3
That's
for
crazy.
long rest. And I can move up to half my speed as part of this bonus action, because otherwise this creature would be too far. So I can move 15 feet down here. I guess hopping over the thing doesn't, hopping over the bookshelves doesn't take any extra.
It costs 5 feet of movement to do that.
5 feet of movement.
Yeah.
Hold on, then that would be 10. And if I'm standing down here, I could hit the creature. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I assume. Yeah. Right. From-
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Fire. Okay, then with 15 movement, go over here. I will quickly note for Warren. You would notice that as Lyra turns around, and you can spot her face a little bit while her expression is still the usual expressionless one that you know, especially during like while she's fighting. You can spot a singular tear coming down from her eye. That's everything you spot, and then she'll keep on marching towards the other creature and use her second attack to miss, because that is a 10 in total
That
for this hit.
definitely misses.
But it's still gonna take 5 slashing damage due to the grace feature,
Stupid graze. Fine.
and that is turn.
Okay. Top of the turn order, we know what happens. The lair action triggers as it gets even hotter in here.
So hot.
To the point where you guys are starting to get kind of delirious. Things are starting to blur. It's getting so hot. Let's see. Well, now you're all gonna take.
No damage.
Damn,
34 damage?
I rolled a max. You all take 8 points of fire damage.
Oh, gee.
Okay.
That's fine.
That kind of hurts a little bit.
I hear growling at the neighbor's dog.
You see, Warren looks over and see Drati's just like full on panting like a dog.
All right, Warren, it is your turn.
All right. Before I go anywhere, how is Dradius looking in terms of HP?
Say like a little under half.
All right. One's gonna run up to him, give him a pat. First level. You're gonna get back 14 HP from cure wounds,
Thank you, sir.
and then I'm gonna beeline it in the direction of like Lyra and the others. So like that's 5 to hop over that. I'm guessing. So like would that be like 10 total to get like over here?
Yes. Yes.
Go for that's 15, 20, 25, 30, and then with my last instance, Bardic Inspiration. I feel like it's important just so then she can hit her hits.
It hits.
So
I'm gonna
she
cheer
can-
out to
hit her
Lyra
hits.
and be like, "You can fucking do it, kid! I believe in you." I'm really dramatic and everything. Like he's really leaning into it because of the fact that he is uncomfortable with this heat.
Yeah, it is
He
very
wants this
warm
to be
here.
over.
Yep, thank you.
All
And
right.
that's how I end my turn.
Okay. It is
Huh,
the
here's
right
what I would
turn.
say. I summon
Oh.
Pot of Greed.
Oh. Damn, now you draw 2 more cards, dude. We only get 1 per
That's not how
deck.
it works.
You're cheating.
That's why it's only 1 per deck. All right. It's his turn. There's a lot of people there. You missed, though. He's been beating up Theron. Alright, it doesn't... The fact that the shadow's beating it up, it's gonna attack the shadow first, actually. Because now she's a threat. That will be a 19 to hit, which I'm pretty sure hits. And since she has 1 HP, I don't even think I have to roll damage. She just vanishes, so... I was gonna say that well, he can just summon it back, so I'm just gonna put that on a different layer.
Wait, what did you roll, sorry?
I rolled a 19 to hit.
That should hit, but I just want to recall because there's something. Its DC is not equal, or its AC is not equal to my AC. It's actually more.
Right, I thought it was like 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus something else.
Something, but I can't
14
remember.
plus proficiency
14
bonus.
plus
14 plus.
proficiency bonus, so 18. So yeah, it would have hit anyway. Just wanted to make
Ha!
No, I knew it would have hit, but I just wanted to remind myself what it was.
Oh, that's
I
fine.
knew it was more than mine. I just remember it.
All right, well, it got rid of that. And then it's going to turn back to you, Theron, because you're a poopy butt. And it's going to go ahead and roll a 22 to hit with the drill that it recharged.
Oh, no.
And an attack roll, did you say? Yeah, 5. Okay,
Yep.
fine. Take that.
Okay, so, yep, that drill triggers again. That is... Okay, not the greatest roll, but that's still going to be 22 points of piercing damage. Oh, you're down?
Yep.
Fair enough.
I thought he said, done. I thought... Okay, yeah.
We're down.
Yeah, that drill pierces him right in the chest. And you see it, like, once the connection breaks, he goes, like, slow-mo flying in the air and just thuds over. He's down.
Fuck. Damn.
Yeah, that's the end of its turn. All right. Theron, it is your turn. I need you to make me a death saving throw, baby.
Alright.
Is this the first one of the campaign?
Yeah, I think
so.
it might actually be.
Sounds about right. Okay.
Let me know that result, too,
Right.
by the way. Thank you. Alrighty, Rue. Alright, the
you
roll
see
has been
Theron
made.
die.
That is Theron's turn. Geradius, you are up.
Alright, so I will use the first bit of my movement to get all the way over here. And seeing my compatriot Theron fall to the ground, I roar in a rage and I dash straight at this motherfucker right here to hit him with a Goring Rush.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Come on, no whammies. Come on, no whammies. Yeah, that's actually the best I've rolled so far. That's dirty 20 to hit.
Woo! That hits.
Yeah, baby. Alright, I need another D6. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Hi-ya! Oh, very nice. Okay, so that is... Oops, that's not what I wanted to open. Plus that is 12 piercing damage plus 7 necrotic damage.
Okay. Well, that evens that number out for me. Thank you. Okay.
Y'all her.
All right. Yeah, you pierce it in the side, breaking through that metal. Very good. Anything else, or is that your turn?
No, that is my turn. That's my action bonus action.
All right then, sir. We're moving on to Lyra's turn.
Take a shit. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'll have fun. Bring me a little bit of a bring me back.
buddy.
Hey, yo!
Ew! What the hell?
Oh no, Lyra's gonna go attack.
Break me off a piece of joystick shit. All right, yeah.
Yeah. Well, all right, dude. 6
You
plus
started
eight
it. You can't all write me on that one.
14 to hit. That's a miss. So I'll use Budding Inspiration to turn the 14 into a 19.
Then that hits.
Thank you. Very cool. You know, I save that for potential. Wow. Okay. Fucking. I guess I'm never gonna roll max damage on these. That is going to be 17 slashing damage on the first attack.
Okay. I suppose that'll work.
Fire, and then she'll, slash from the bottom to the top into this creature again. For a 17 plus 8, that's something above a 20.
It hits significantly.
I would fucking hope so. A
It's 25.
4. This is higher. 4. Is it 25? Thank you.
That's what that number was.
For 15 slashing damage.
Okay, that's some more Damagio. That puts me at this. All right, he's hurting pretty good now.
Well,
You swing
unfortunately,
upwards.
that will be everything that she can do on her turn.
Warren!
Well, Warren.
Oh, hang on. I'm
Go-
so sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but it's the lair action that triggers first. Silly me for forgetting.
Joke's on you, buddy. I applied sunscreen, okay? So reduce my damage.
SPF,
Oh,
fuck
this-
you.
SPF
good.
jizz.
Does
Okay.
anyone realize? Have we realized the potential danger we're in currently?
Yep, very aware.
Okay.
So,
Unfortunately so.
on this turn, as things get worse for you guys, you're all gonna take, as my die value goes up here, you're all gonna take another 8 points of fire damage,
That's survivable.
which means a downed person takes one death saving throw fail.
Mm-hmm.
Is he dead?
Not yet. But his
Okay.
corpse
I'll take it,
does.
yeah.
But his prone figure does start like bubbling at the skin from the heat in the room. It is an unhealthy amount of hot in here. So Warren, it is your turn.
All right. So, me being the absolute goat that I am, I still stand by this. From my distance, because I want to get Theron up as much as I can, so that even fire ain't doing shit to him. I'm going to give him 3rd level healing word,
Okay.
just because I'm not risking fire nor robot. Fuck fire and robot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to give him back 22 HP as I yell at him, "Get the fuck up, you brooding bastard!"
Hell yeah. He's AFK,
Okay.
So.
I know, he's AFK, unfortunately. And,
I know he's not feeling good. So all right.
as my bonus action, I get fucking sturdy with it, and I start hitting the most badass dance move of all time, just to really kind of flex on this robotic fuck, because he ain't got mobility like I do. Look at this shit. Huh? You ever seen a man, like, hit the Gangnam Style like this?
No.
I mean, everyone deals with traumatic situations differently.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kieran just chooses
I
to
just
be
get
annoying.
funky through mine. Yeah,
All
true.
right. All right. Well, yeah, he's up. He just you heal up some of those drill wounds pretty good. That makes it the end of your turn then, unless you got something else you want to do.
Nah, that's the end of my turn.
All right. Then it is the right's turn. It's going to go ahead and assume that he is a target out of the way. So it's going to turn to you, Lyra, because you're the next one to approach it. And he's going to try and beat you up a little bit, all right?
Yeah, you can try.
Certainly going to try. And he's certainly going to miss with a 14. That's unfortunate. Okay.
That never happens. That's so good. I might survive a round.
Wow.
That is an 18 to hit.
That hits. Yeah.
Okay.
That she cannot block that. Yeah.
Okay. You are going to take, that is that,
I'll be
plus
fine.
that, you're going to take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm fine.
As it
She's
just
alive.
swings down at you, clubbing you on the top of the head.
Bonk.
Yeah. She's close to her state of earlier, but she's still up.
All right. It's Theron's turn. On his turn, because he's not here, he's going to pick himself up.
Well,
And,
alive.
does someone want to roll for him?
who can get his character sheet up the fastest?
We can. I've already got it up.
Okay.
Okay, well then, Farron, as a bonus action, is going to summon his echo behind the creature over here somewhere.
And that is why we put it on another layer instead of deleting it.
The creature.
Yup.
It's a
now
golem.
I don't know how much
Be
uses.
respectful.
True. I don't know how much uses he has of each spell of his Unleash Incarnation, so we'll see. Hopefully, get this down before that comes into a question. He is going to attack with his scimitar first. That is an 18 plus 6 minus 2, but plus 2 because we're all here. Yeah, so 24 to hit.
That hits.
With his scimitar, and the scimitar is the Nick property, right? Yeah. So his first attack is going to be 1d6 plus 5. That is 10 slashing damage
Okay.
from Farron to his creature.
Damage taken.
Then fire. Then as part of this, he can use his short sword to attack, of which he doesn't have the master property actually. That's a little bit sad. But with his short sword on his second attack, that is another 18 plus 6.
Hits.
So then this one only is the normal d6, I think, because it's part of like that thing. So that is going to be 2.
Okay.
Slashing damage.
That's fine.
And then he has his third attack, which he's gonna do with his scimitar again. Right, because that's his highest damage thing, yeah. For 12 plus 6, 18 to hit.
Okay.
And that is minimum damage. That is 6 more slashing damage.
Okay, that evens out my number here. Thank you. Makes it easy to do math. I appreciate it.
Gladly. And now I didn't keep track. He has how much Unleash Incarnations has he used with combat? Does anyone
He's
remember?
done it twice so far.
Oh, you're back.
2.
Okay, well you can use your third one then if you want to.
I do. You've been doing such a great job. I didn't want to interrupt.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, okay. I have to roll it now. Okay.
Yeah, it's on you now.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Unleash that incarnation.
It's still rolling. Holy shit. Not one, right?
Oh,
Fantastic.
Insane.
comes back to roll 1. Well, you're up for the record if that makes you feel any better. So you're not dying.
Yeah, I saw. I put the changes right. Cheers.
Okay. All right. So yeah, he gets back up, a few little jabs, and then and just miss. The shadow punches herself in the face again. Doesn't react to it. I think that's all he can do on his turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then that is your turn, Dradis. You're up.
All right. Time for Big Minotaur to finish the job.
I believe in you, me.
Oh,
Hey,
that's
it's
my
his...
conscience. We've never had conversation before.
We don't need to have conversation. I'm going back to the deep, dark recesses of your mind.
All right, goodbye, me.
Bye-bye.
That's canon too now. He talks. He actually talks to himself. It's nice to meet you, subconscientious.
All right. First, actually no. Hold on. We're gonna burn Bardic Inspiration for this. It was a 14.
If I want your body, I'll fuck it.
Oh, okay.
I've been playing Cyberpunk, so it just gives me massive Johnny. So
That's
Hey,
fine.
I got a 17.
That just hits. Yay!
Yay! Go again.
Go again.
18 plus 6.
Yay! 24 that hits.
Finally.
Look at you
It
having a
feels so
good
good.
round for once.
For once.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of insane. Ooh, that's a max damage there. We love to see that.
This thing is dead.
It's gotta be. Surely. It's gotta be.
Impress me with these damage rolls.
Yeah. Alright, so that plus that. That's 18 slashing damage.
Nice.
Plus 7 necrotic damage.
Nice.
On the second attack, that is 10 slashing damage.
Describe it to me.
Yes! Let's go. Yeah, so Dradis, after rushing in and hitting it with its horns, he reels back and just takes one swing, taking off one of its legs, and as it drops down to one side, he holds the axe above his head, panting heavily from the heat, feeling the burns all over his fur, and is just so fucking done with this thing as he just wedges his axe straight into its head.
All right.
Oil spraying everywhere.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You smash its face in with the axe. And it drops dead.
Yes.
Like go.
Fair enough.
And upon their defeat, the door unlocks, and the flames of the oven slow, and they go to their normal temp. It's still pretty hot in here, and it's going to be like that for a while, but the effects are no longer as bad. So
Oh, thank God.
Fucking God. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, Lyra will return her sword to a sheath after, scanning the room to make sure that it's safe, and then return to Warren's side and just keep on following as per usual. Yeah.
Traitors just like falls onto his back, like breathing heavily, like. Oh
yeah.
Take a 5-minute breather, big man.
The dragon busts open the door.
just-
I got through. Where are the? Oh. Okay.
You did amazing. Thank you for helping.
I was trying. Well, the door locked, and I assumed you wanted some privacy or something, and then I heard sounds, and so I thought I'd come in here, and I see you already handled yourselves, though.
You did amazing. You opened the door for us. That's all that matters.
I'm
Thank
glad I could contribute.
You are very welcome.
What?
Yeah, no, Warren doesn't care.
Okay.
Alright, Warren is gonna take Lyra over by the furnace.
The furnace.
The furnace.
The furnace.
The furnace.
And,
This is a furnace.
oh no.
Dear
Have
Lord.
you ever seen one of these before?
There's more. No.
This is where they make Steve's hot lava chicken.
But, like, once upon getting to it, Warren's gonna turn Lyra's face and he's gonna look at her, like, dead in the eye and be like, okay, oh, flamey one, does this fire appease thy nature, Usaya?
Lyra, you hear in your head.
I would prefer confirmation that this fire has no intentions of burning out first.
It requires confirmation that the fire will be. Oh, who was that?
Who was that?
It requires confirmation that the fire will be staying on forever, Warren.
Okay. Warren's gonna turn towards the fire and just start blowing on it.
Of course.
What happens, King? While I'm blowing on the fire, what happens?
The flames like flicker back for a second and keep going. They keep flickering back for a second.
Actually, quick question.
Uh-huh.
How big is the inside of the furnace? Would you say it's comparable to a small campfire?
Actually, a little larger than even that, probably. So.
Okay. Because like the only measurement that prestidigitation accounts for is 1 cubic foot.
It's definitely bigger
So I'm
than
trying
that.
Okay. Well, as much of the fire as possible that I can muster up using that, I would like to attempt to snuff out. Because if it is a magical, eternal burning fire, it will just come back in my mind.
Fair enough. Then yeah, you can reach in the center and like prestidigitation will like snuff it and just and in the middle, and then eventually the middle part will relight and it'll burn again.
And they're gonna as if like looking through like a window, as if I've just like double taken or something. I'm gonna lean back just far enough so I'm back within like Lyra's line of sight. I'm like, okay, you see that? That keeps coming back on. That's not dying anytime soon.
We'll say fire sparks from Lyra's eye as this as part, not all of it, but part of it does come out of her. Like its tail is like still in the eye, but the upper half comes out.
Is this location properly hidden? I wouldn't want anyone coming in and trying to disturb me like before.
Based on the fact that the only person who's in here is that big dude, and he doesn't want fire, he wants knowledge and gold. And one other person, I think it's probably hidden, considering this is a crypt and no one really comes in here.
He does ponder it over for a moment. Okay.
Very well. I shall accept this as the terms and conditions of our deal. This shall be my new home.
And he looks at like Lyra, even though you're like, it's kind of hard to see him with like all you see is fire.
And I will not be melting your insides any longer. Consider your debt to me paid.
And he like goes inside and like becomes a part of the fire. Lyra, your eye doesn't like feel hot anymore.
Yay! Normal temperatures. I missed these.
Traitors calls over from the other side of the room. Did he do it? Did he leave?
Yep, our fiery friend is no longer with us. He is now in the furnace, enjoying his best hot, spicy life.
Oh, thank the gods.
And then, during this moment, I am going to check to see if there's like any like evidence of like the tear that rolled down Lyra's cheek earlier.
Evidence?
Well, like because you mentioned about like it rolling down, like
Yeah.
is there like wetness, or that would imply that it's rolled?
How long was that ago? That was like fucking what?
A round or
20?
two ago.
Yeah, it was like I don't know,
It was
like
like
20
2-3
seconds
rounds,
ago.
so yeah, like 20-ish seconds.
I mean, even like
At
even at that, you could still see the track. I imagine.
yeah, I would say like at most you can see like a little bit left over of like the track or whatever.
Yeah.
But the tier itself is not there.
Yeah, no, that's what I was mostly looking for, just evidence of it, just to make sure like Warren wasn't actually like seeing things and it wasn't just sweat.
Yeah.
So yeah, Warren's gonna wipe away like any evidence of it from Lyra's cheek, and he's gonna look into her eye and be like, I just want to tell you just how fucking proud I am of you for remaining upright during that. You kicked so much fucking ass. And did you see the way you took that thing's head off? It's so fucking cool, you know that?
I was badly hurt, Warren.
You were badly hurt, and yet I helped you, and you stood proud, and you should be proud of yourself. You did amazing.
I should have been able to do it myself, Warren.
There's nothing wrong with accepting help from people. It's what makes communities and groups thrive. If people could just do everything alone, like, do you really think that adventuring parties would exist? No, you'd have some dick with an ego, probably thinks he's super humble, just handling everything by himself. Like, he would just do backflips over everything and, fix every situation by himself. But, people need people. Just because I helped you doesn't take away from the fact that you killed that thing and you stood your ground, okay?
Warren?
Mm-hmm.
A weapon is not supposed to need help.
I don't like when you talk like that. For the next 30 seconds, we're gonna do what I'd like to call silent time. Okay, like we're gonna erase that thought from your head, and we're gonna work on that in time, and hopefully eventually we will erase that teaching because it's bad teaching. And I don't have a newspaper on me, but Warren would make a gesture as if he was bapping her on the head with a newspaper.
Oh, well.
Behave yourself.
Bad weapon.
No
bad weapon.
Yeah, she would just like follow your like hand movement, but she'd stay silent because it is silent time.
Yeah,
So
silent time
she will
for
not-
20 seconds.
Oh, I should
Yep,
point
she
out
will
it's
not
all.
reply.
Here's the hard part, though. It's silent time, but it is also probably past 1:10 p.m. So.
Past.
I don't have my phone on me.
Oh no.
Or like that time has come
yeah,
and gone
yeah.
while you're in the
Yeah.
middle of an engagement. So.
You can
Yeah,
be
but-
silent and still eat your food.
But it's cute
Yeah,
when
I
she
don't
goes
think
yum
Lars
yum
is-
yum yum yum. So.
I don't think
Yeah, yeah.
Lars the kind of person to
That would be funny. Like that's
Yeah,
the
no.
one time she lets herself go to eat, like unintentionally grumbles, because all the other Reavers would just be like, ah, so she assumes she has to eat like that.
But if it's time,
Oh, it's time.
you'll see. No, it's time. You'll see during the silent time. After following you with your newspaper gesture, she'll pull her back out and start just eating in front of you. Just on, let's say today we have bread. Fucking yeah. We've got
I
some
honestly
bread,
thought you said
so-
she pulled her back out, and I'm like, I mean that
Pull
was
back.
during the fight, but
Yeah, Warren's just gonna point at like the nearby step that's like just by like the furnace out here and be like, all right, sit, rest. Okay, just enjoy your food.
Should do a head nod because she's still not allowed to talk. And then she'll sit down and eat there, and do a little rest.
while you're quietly sitting there, Lyra, to yourself, I will point out that you notice that there is still, despite the fight being over and your wounds are trying to recover, there is a distinct sharp pain where you were damaged in your still biological arm, where that drill pierced through you. And it's almost as it,
Okay.
the wound isn't even really much there anymore. It's just like scrapes that are left behind because Warren healed it, but it is making your hand shake a bit.
Oh,
So
okay.
you have a critical injury that is going to take a little while to go away.
Oof.
Okay. Very
So-
interesting. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know.
Yes. So every time you make an attack roll from now on until you recover from it, you have to subtract 1d4 roll from it.
Have to subtract 1d4. Okay. Yep. I've written that down.
And it'll take some long rests or a really significant healer to recover that. So, but it will eventually get better. But for now, so that's what you get for taking hits too strong for you.
I'm fucking sorry. Like,
Not just
I
once.
should have totally prevented that somehow. You're right.
Just roll better on your HP.
Yeah, that's what you should have rolled better. I'm not saying like you could have avoided that. I'm just saying based on the circumstances,
know.
that's what gets caused from that. So you're
Yes,
now
of course. And I would gladly take that.
Okay, so over here, the dragon's looking at this corpse. He's like, "Well, who the heck was this guy?"
I don't know. He was like that when I got here. I'm gonna be real. Walked in, I saw a skeleton. I was like, ah, and I came to look at the fire.
Sounds about right.
Hopefully, it's not someone that we're looking for, but I would hazard a guess that potentially down there is what we might be looking for.
I like this. And he flies down there.
We should probably follow him, I imagine.
Warren's gonna run to the edge, look down, and be like, "Cheetah!"
Bite me.
Huh. Who knew a dragon had sense of humor? All right, guys, let's go down.
Yep.
When Lara's finished eating.
Yeah, she'll take like 2 minutes, I guess, to eat, approximately.
Okay. And then you guys eventually make your way down there.
Yeah.
Seems like it. No.
It takes like 10 minutes to get down there. It's very far down. You go down like 20 flights of steps. So.
Hell yeah.
And you get to the bottom. There's a lot more destroyed of those golem-like mechs that you just fought everywhere down there. I don't have another map. Sorry, this is all you get. Well, here we'll stuff y'all in there. Like, oh, look at this. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah.
Oh.
It's pretty dim down here. You see the dragon. He's more of like a shadow now as he kind of looks around and picks through the stuff. There's barely anything of interest down here.
Well, that's unfortunate. Well, where's the guy that we're looking for? Why is he not down here?
Okay, I will say, because I rolled here, you find...
Oh, we find.
Amongst everything, you find... I'll roll this twice. You find 110 silver pieces.
Very nice.
And like there's like a bunch of it like piled together, and you guys like sweep it together, and the dragon like points at it. Remember, a third of that is mine.
Divided by 5. Okay, so we get 22 each, guys.
We can take him.
I'm not even gonna ask in a fight, because I'm down to fuck a dragon, actually.
What the fuck? No, in a fight.
Damn. Anyway, so I hand him 22 silver pieces.
He looks at it. This does not look like a third.
It's split 5 ways.
What? I said a third. Your group gets
I can't
2/3.
count.
I get the other third.
I can't count, okay, buddy?
Then give me 35, and we'll call it a done deal.
Give me a second.
Pulls out magical calculator that doesn't work.
Alright, I had to 11 more.
He looks at it and he's like, this is still not 35.
Oh shit, yeah. I had 2 more silver.
Fine. You're not even sure where he puts it, but he puts it somewhere.
So what do you even use like currency for anyway? You like buy knickknacks down at like the Dragon 7-Eleven or something?
Well, if you must know, it is a source of a dragon's pride. The more wealth you have accumulated and stolen, the higher your status, and the higher your status, the better benefits you can get in dragonkind. They'll leave you alone, they'll respect you, and you build out the legacy for your dragon name. And yes, in terms of purchasing plots of land and such from other dragons, that is also a possibility.
Dragon capitalism is crazy, by the way.
We like money, and it works quite well for us, actually.
Fair enough. I'm not going to question any further because the idea of this hurts my head.
Sensible.
Okay, maybe I should ask more just because of the fact that you said that me not asking is sensible, but I'm not going to. We're going to leave this. Can I, like, investigate around, see if I can, like, find any clues of, like, you know, the fella that we're looking for in here?
Of course, go right ahead.
Alright, you want investigation? Perception?
I prefer investigation since you can already perceive the room itself.
Cool. So I'm gonna nudge Theron, and I'm like, "Oi, Theron, mind help me out here?" Be like, top of the morning to you. Yeah,
damn it, that's what I was gonna say.
Top of the morning. Here's let me do the search for you, and we pan over to Theron's character sheet, where he will roll because I think his investigation is better than mine.
Like a +1.
I think it's a +4 that he's got.
Yeah, it's got a +4.
Intelligence?
No.
Oh no, investigation.
Investigation.
Oh,
Yeah, investigation. Alright, so I'm gonna roll for him because fuck it, that +4 will be coming in clutch, and that is dirty 20.
Okay. This appears to be the place where the golems that no longer function were left to basically be destroyed. Like, you saw that other parts room. There, all the parts were still functional, they just weren't connected. Here, they're all rusted and broken and damaged. It appears to be, there's like old gears and even like more models of things that apparently weren't ever made, of inventions the constructor once had. You don't see much in terms of valuables, and what Theron can best deduce is that no one other than you guys have set foot down here in a very, very long time.
I'm gonna nudge Stratus and be like, imagine if the guy that we're looking for is actually that skeleton upstairs. Imagine. It's becoming more and more likely every second, isn't it?
Yes, that was my thought.
Alright, let's go back up.
Okay, the dragon very easily flies back up. You all have to take another 10 minutes to walk back up the steps. And then you're all back up, so.
Alright, let me go investigate the decrepit skeleton.
Why don't you give me a medicine check?
With medicine check? That's so funny.
Alright, let's do this. Let's give it some medi. Let's give it a medi check. That's 16.
Okay. So
He's dead.
No shit.
You can deduce that this thief was not only killed, but smashed and drilled to pieces by the mechs that guard this area.
To shreds, you say?
If only we read that before.
This skeleton does hold a little, like, journal in its one hand that has been left open.
Ooh, diary. Warren's gonna, like, grab it, lie down at his front, and kick his legs behind him as he scrolls through each entry.
It speaks of this thief as he was exploring a tip on a place that offered some very interesting kind of profiting. Rather than loot itself, great information and inventions that one could probably sell for a lot of money, depending if they had the right contacts. Instructed his associate Rico Tane that he would be out on this expedition so someone would know where he is, and each one per day was signed by the Vero Pankar.
Oh, man. This is our guy. He's dead.
What did we need from him again?
I can't remember. Lyra?
Wait, what's his name again?
This is
Davrio Prankar.
Yeah.
What did we specifically need from him?
I believe we came here looking for him for potentially a tip to try and find the archmage.
Yeah, just
master.
Oh yeah, and his master key.
Yes, and his master key.
I was gonna say.
Wait,
I thought I remembered a key.
Yeah, we were looking for a key. Warren.
Yes. Warren is gonna just start roosing around in Bro's pockets.
Okay, you find a good deal of things. You find, are you ready?
Yeah.
A key?
I'm ready.
You find 9 copper pieces.
9 copper.
You find 12 silver pieces.
12 silver.
You find 41 gold pieces.
41
Ooh.
gold.
You find 4 platinum pieces.
Ooh.
Damn.
He is a thief. And then you find, here's where it gets fun. You find a potion of invisibility.
Okay.
You find
Okay.
a potion of flying.
Oh.
Okay. I'm scared. What are we gonna encounter with all this?
You find a
Right.
you find 1 potion of speed.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
You find a +1 scimitar.
Oh.
Oh,
very nice.
Baron!
It's not even
Doesn't
here
have
to reap
scimitar.
the benefits.
Nope.
And you find a very fancy-looking silver key, which you can best assume with the little like green jade that's embedded in the center of it might be the master key that he's known to have.
Nice.
Hell
That's
nice.
all your loot.
Pretty good.
Now, I am gonna sit here and just acknowledge, like, whilst skimming through all of this loot and, like, actively pulling out of, like, the skeleton's pockets, or once you've been like, oh, these pockets are kind of fucking deep. What the hell?
Well, he had like a little satchel too and stuff like that. But yeah, he had this stuff like everywhere. I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest, that sounds great, because like I just envision, like, like the scimitar being, like, in like a scabbard, like, on his waist. But I prefer the idea of all of this literally just being, like, in really deep pockets that go down to, like, the knees. I think that's so much funnier.
I mean, it could just be a bag of holding.
Hang on.
Pockets of
Pockets of
holding.
holding.
Yeah.
My goat.
I'm taking his pants.
Ah, there's skeleton here.
He had a pocket of holding. Is insane. How much is Dragonland worth? That is a good question.
That is a real good question, actually.
It's not important. I will point out that the dragon, he is still standing there. He's staying a distance from you, but and Tussiaz is just like, ahem, because he saw you loot that corpse.
Alright, give me a second. I'll pay the fucking dragon tax.
Greedy bastard.
Alright, so... Let me just mark it all out real quick.
He'll be nice and let you keep the potions.
Nice.
Oh, I'm very thankful.
Does he let us keep the sword?
Yeah, and he doesn't want the. He just wants the some of the coin. He doesn't
Yeah.
need the items. As best as you can third it. You don't have to, like, split a gold coin in like a third or something. So.
Yeah, give me a second. Doing the best I can.
It's fun.
Alright.
I get to force you guys to go back to school and math.
I
Yeah,
love
that's all
Google
Warren,
so
maybe.
much. So he gets 3 copper,
Nice.
taking us down to 6. He gets 4 silver,
Nice.
taking us down to 9. He gets 13 gold,
We'll take it. Take it.
because, I fucking hate dragons and their exploitative natures, bro. Like, exploit me in the bedroom, not in my wallet. What the hell?
All right.
Thus leaving us with 28 gold to split between us. And then he gets 1 platinum.
I'll be very happy to get that, as he just takes it all in his claw.
Alright, so then... Gonna divide it by 4, and then so... what it's gonna be? Oh, it's 6 gonna be divided by 4. Oh, it's, let's just split. All of you take 1.
Oh gosh.
So 1 gold?
1 copper.
Oh, 1 copper, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna take... Shut up.
Trying so hard to give everyone a fair amount. I respect that. It's just funny because it's like, all right, we gave him his share. Now everyone get 1 copper piece. Ooh, big deal, big deal.
Everyone gets 2 silver.
Okay.
Because I'm a fair man like that.
If you're going 4 ways, everyone gets 7 gold.
Yep.
Okay.
That's 28 divided by 4. I'll help you there.
Thanks. Thanks, Dad.
And maybe
then-
everyone but Dradius gets 1 platinum, because he's going to give it to someone in the wrong circumstance. I mean, unless you want him to have 1, do what you want, but...
Come on. Dratis isn't gonna care either way. Like that's the thing. Like Dratis
I
doesn't.
also want shiny coin.
He doesn't really care about coin that much. Like obviously he knows it helps him buy food, but like obviously it's not that expensive.
He has 2 necklaces anyway, and a diamond.
It's true.
No one
That's
took
true.
that from
actually,
him.
Actually, come to think of it, Dratis is actually obviously after we get all of this like split up and stuff like that. Dratis will hand the necklace of Starlight Guide to you, Warren. Look good, but I think this might be more useful in your hands.
Oh, this is the one that gives Guiding Bolt?
Yes.
Yeah, you can use it once without expending a spell slot.
Yep.
Okie dokie. Yeah, Papa Warren wants to accessorize. And with that, because Warren is feeling mighty generous, he's going to hand him the 1 platinum.
Aw.
Alright.
Alright, Jadius, you now have a platinum.
Let's go. I can't wait to waste this platinum on bullshit.
They'll say 5 copper and you'll give them like 20 times that in a platinum coin. They'll be like, oh yeah, that's equivalent.
I'm gonna need. Can you tell me like the written name for this, so I can try and find it on DnD Beyond if it's there?
Oh, the necklace isn't on there. Basically, what I did was I just took like some regular old magic necklace on D&D Beyond, and then I just added the description of the Starlight Guide, which you might have to send him that, King.
Shit, yeah, it's a homebrew item. So let me.
All I did basically, Kieran, was I just like added in a custom action that allowed me to just throw Guiding Bolt up there. That's all I did.
Yeah, I'll probably end up doing that as well then.
Gosh, let me try and find it. Oh fuck. Oh my gosh.
You got it, I believe. I can also just send him what you sent me.
I think that is
you can
the
do that, that'd
description.
be perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Struggling to find. Hang on. I'm trying to find it. How long ago was this? Question.
It was May 18th.
Okay. Oh, I know where it is. That makes more sense. Okay. Yep. 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 Yep.
Yep.
It's an uncommon item. There's my little description. Yeah, I think what I sent you just is the description. So.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, just send me that, then it'll be perfect.
There you are.
Much appreciated. And then Warren, wanting to be ever the showman, is going to take the scimitar, get down on one knee, hold it up as if he's bestowing the blade upon a princess, and be like, "Ah, Theron, my dearest companion, who I oh so loathe, I bless you with this blade. Probably magical, probably cursed, but I don't care. I hope nothing but good fortune, good tidings, and hopefully not death greet you in the near future."
Just give it to me. And he takes it out of your hand. Thanks.
Close there earlier.
But it's just like
Sounded like him, but weirdly American?
Yeah, it was pretty odd there.
Don't ask me to insult his culture by trying to do an Irish accent.
It's only Northern Ireland.
All right, you're right. So let me do the worst version of the accent. Top of the morning, everybody. Yeah, like I can do it. Yeah.
That's Southern Irish, bro.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't really practiced my Irish accent. I didn't really think I'd need to. So.
No one needs to. It
Here.
just comes to them naturally.
Here, if he's just since he's so brooding, he'll just be like, "Just give it to me." There, if he talks like that, you won't even hear the accent.
I like
so.
it. I like it. I like it.
Ooh.
I'm bricked up now.
I was gonna say, did that do something to everyone else here? Apparently. Maybe I'll get an NPC that talks like this.
I've got an inverted erection now. It's really quite unfortunate.
Oh, you have, you have an innie instead of an outie now. Okay.
It grossed me out. It just like sucked it back in.
Now I'm gonna coax it back out again, bro. I'm gonna sit there with like I don't know. I'm gonna stand there like in like a gay bar and like wiggle my finger in front of it, like, "Come on, buddy, come on out."
Bro's like in India when they blow in the flute and summon the snake. Doo 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 doo.
Yeah. My summoning sound is just notifications from Tinder and Grindr.
Alright, that's depressing. That is very depressing. Anyways, I will admit, after you guys get all your loot and you get rid of the fire elemental, you feel you have this feeling within all of you. This very empowering feeling. Something great, something mighty. As if your experiences have charged you and made you better together.
Better number.
as you all begin to
Oh my god, yeah, get over it.
level up to level 6.
Yippee! Hooray! Yeah!
So, because
Lara,
we're
you ready
still
to roll
streaming,
two?
yeah,
Oh my God, shut
because
the
we're
fuck
still
up, you're right.
streaming, we won't be doing it for Theron because
Sorry, no,
he's not here.
yeah.
But we are going to do the funny thing. So, Kieran, my friend,
Yeah.
tell me
I
what
mean,
die
my dice
die Warren is rolling and what you get for your HP.
Because I'm sticking Bard this entire campaign, I am actually rolling another absolutely fantastic D8.
Okay.
Now I'm wishing for good tidings on this roll, because I need this to go well. Okay.
You got max again?
No, because usually it's a 7. I got max this time, though. I got an 8.
Damn.
fucking
8
Christ.
HP. All right. All right.
Guys, I am a Bard tank. No one fuck with me. We walk into an encounter, I will take the front line.
Joy is muted, so he's probably doing something. So we'll get. Where's he?
I'm here. Give me a
Okay.
second.
All right. Roll that barbarian die for us, then. Tell us what you get.
Got a 7.
All right. That's better than it.
above half?
That's half. Yeah, above half. So that's good. Get that HP. Here's the moment we've all been waiting for. Hawk, roll us that D10 and tell us how it goes.
I'm giving the same die from last time a second chance at life here.
No way.
You better not mess up. If you mess up, I'm throwing you across my room. I will not, because I have my anger under control. But we'll see.
An 8.
Yay!
We're no longer cursed, baby.
The curse
Let's
has
go.
been
So
broken. The rolls
We
go
are
2, 2,
so-
3, 2, and 8.
We're so back. I'm still 10 HP. No, sorry. I'm still 13 HP below fixed, but that is okay. I'm 45. This is insane. This is what happened.
You may still
would
have the
like to
lowest
thank-
HP of the group, but you're still you got above max or above half, above
I can
fixed. so that's good.
survive 2 drills potentially.
Hell yeah.
You guys want more drills? All right.
Oh, thank God.
You
I'm
actually
back to
changed
my
your
normal
name
time.
in the chat to 45 too.
As long as I stay below like the fixed amount, I will keep updating.
All right,
Oh my
and then
God,
at some point I will either I'll tell him or someone just tell the sketchy man's to roll for himself too. So
In brackets, roll for your own HP, nerd, on your own. Sorry.
You quite alright.
all right, so you all level up. You feel better. You have some of what you were looking for, but you do not have the information you were tragically looking for. But what do you do now?
You're gonna start picking up the spell, Speak with Dead.
Oh, intelligent.
Just for eventually, it might not be necessary now, but I don't think I can use it now, but it's good to have for later.
Oh yeah, right, because of fucking spell slots work.
Yeah.
Ah.
Plus, let me check what the description says for this, because I don't know if it's a matter of oh yeah, he needs to be only dead within a certain day.
I think so.
Husband and ask 5 questions. Yeah. All we need to know is if the corpse has a mouth. Fine. We'll keep that on standby eventually. The skeleton's got nothing that we can ask it about, right?
Oh, are you gonna try and use Speak with Dead on this thing here?
You know what? I feel like it'd be really funny. So yeah, you know what? I'm gonna
Okay.
use my last 3rd level spell slot to cast Speak with Dead on this thing.
Okay. The magic from your incantation embeds itself as green energy swirls around. The skeleton sits itself up, its eyes glowing green, and it turning to you, and it just goes, "Ah! Do not hit me! Do not drill me! I am not being drilled." And then he looks down at himself. Oh, the shit!
Okay, that answers one question. So I am very curious, but what exactly were you looking for in here? Because I don't think there's a lot of good stuff in here.
There was a game to play. A game with the the constructor. If you find the chests, you can open only 2 of 6, and whatever is inside could offer great benefit or great suffering. I tragically never got that far.
Where are the chests?
His like bony hand shakes up and points to the oven.
Behind the oven.
Well, we're not disturbing that because we've just given that to something else, and I'm not having him get back in fucking your head again. Cool, cool, cool. Anyone else got a question for him?
What is your favorite food?
Ooh, good question.
Oh, I remember. I used to have rabbit noodle stew.
That's pretty
Very
good,
strong
pretty
in seasoning, very tasty.
That does sound delicious. Thank you for a recommendation.
He just kind of he bonily nods. You're like a crack in his spine.
How about you, Larry? You got a question for him? Get inquisitive with it.
What does it feel like to be dead, sir?
Well, the agony of dying itself was rather quite painful. But once it was over, I found myself amongst nothingness, in the shadow empty void, floating, and you feel nothing. All is empty. It is rather a quite sense of loneliness. I assume I am where I belong, for I was not very of a good person or very of a bad person. A fate befitting someone who walked the line of horrible and good.
Do you have a spot you'd like to be buried in?
How generous of a question. Honestly, truthfully, someone like me did not deserve such pleasantries of life. But if there was a place I would like to seat myself, it would be on the beach coast.
Well, that's his 5th question. He should be dead again.
I thought you only asked him 4.
No, that was 5.
No, I think we did 5 in total, I think. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What
Warren
was
has
about
2,
why he was
I have
here?
1, Lyra had 1, and then Warren last the last one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's all, folks.
And the bones just like clash to the ground.
Insane.
Well,
Wait, where'd the dragon go?
You notice after you gave him his money, he just left.
No, oh.
punk bitch. Okay. I'm going to pick up the skeleton.
Okay.
Gang, we are leaving this place because it's a shithole and there is an angry fire elemental who might be sleeping now.
You sure we should not look for those chests? They could be beneficial.
Would you like the fire elemental in your eye?
No, not really.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, buddy, because we need to move that furnace where it's currently sleeping.
All right, all right.
Have that. I'm gonna, again, yank up the skeleton, throw it over my shoulder to the best of my ability. I'm gonna carry it to the exit.
Okay. You guys then, I guess, begin to make your way out of the tomb. And all goes horribly. I'm just kidding. All goes according to plan. You can leave. You can leave.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
Fair enough.
And
Upon reaching the beach,
I'm
going to sit the skeleton up along the beach, like, you know, by where the pyramid is.
Okay.
I'm going to find a stick to prop up one of his arms, and I'm going to curl his fingers into a permanent thumbs up.
Huge.
And then I'm going to... what can I find? What can I make some makeshift sunshades out of around here? King, he found... You know, is there any, like, stones here? And, like, some sticks that I can, like, kind of cobble together to make, like, makeshift sunglasses?
Sure. It's gonna take a little time to do so, but...
That's perfectly fine.
Okay. Then yes, you can
It's
craft
not like we've
together
got
some
anything important to
sunglasses.
do.
Sure.
No.
Not at all.
Like, look, Lyra's problem's been solved, so ultimately, we've got nothing else of importance to worry about anymore.
Okay. What about the rest of the payment if you keep accomplishing tasks?
Oh shit, yeah, you're right, money.
The only thing
My
I can get
rent.
you guys to care about.
Yeah, don't worry, it's very much on brand, but you've made it work.
It's true.
I've made it work. I will tie you to the railroad tracks of this mainline quest if I have to and run you over with the train, so...
Trains don't exist in Usanara, you idiot.
That's what you say.
Insane.
There's just like a secret underground railroad in fucking, like, Dwarvana.
Maybe.
Runs to and from fucking Westershin.
It's been a few years since you've been there, so...
True. Yeah, after making together, like, these shitty fucking...
The scariest
fake
beach
sunshades.
decoration ever.
Yep, I put the makeshift sunglasses on the skeleton. I go, all right. Now he's facing the beach, on the beach, like he wanted, and now he is at peace. Like that is the face and expression of a man who is completely peaceful and enjoying life or death.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's go back to the city. This place is a shithole.
Okay. Okay. Where specifically are you guys gonna go when you head back to the city?
I don't know. I guess we'll take like a bit of a scenic route walk, and we'll see if like anyone stops us. See
Okay.
if the Crown Warden comes along and is like, did you find anything of importance? Because like, you know, I mean, we got the skeleton key now, bro. Like, what are they gonna do? Stop us from unlocking a door and going somewhere?
Okay. You begin to walk through the city, trying to head back. As you walk around, there are some as you walk through the gates on one end, there are some soldiers on guard, and the guy is like, he watches you walk in and just kind of nods, and then he looks down, picks up like a piece of paper, reads it, and like keeps doing like double takes. You lot, you there? Excuse me.
Yes. How can I help?
Yes, I have a detailed report here that you are on orders from the Crown Warden to go out and accomplish some sort of task.
Oh, fuck, I was hoping you would remember. Yes, we're on our way to see the Crown Warden now.
Oh, that's good news. He said to meet him at the, let me check here in the documentation, at the Lucky Leap Tavern. He said you know where that is already?
Yeah, unfortunately so. We'll head right there.
It does not say this is urgent. He just said at your earliest convenience, by the way.
But we're already walking. We might as well go.
Okay, I don't know why you have to be so sad about it.
I don't want to be helpful, man. I want to go get drunk.
Well,
we are going to a tavern where there are drinks.
That's a good suggestion.
Oh, shit, you're right. Let's go get fucked up.
You two complete each other in this campaign.
Damn straight.
Who needs my wife when I've got my Dradius?
Damn straight.
Damn, that's the swerve at the end of this. He just marries the Minotaur.
So fucking stupid.
We will adopt great children. All right. Well, then you guys begin to make your way back to the Lucky Leap Tavern.
They're still on about it.
Still thinking
I
about it.
might not be able to impregnate you, but it can't stop me from trying.
Oh, gosh. All right. I'm going to cut that part out of the recording, I think. Anyways,
Coward.
you all begin to head back to the Lucky Leap Tavern. You see it in your sights as you make your way there to report your findings and experiences. But we're not going to talk about that right now. We're going to cut somewhere else, far, far away from this, because I go like that. All right?
Are we cutting to the dragon that flew away without saying bye?
Why would he say bye?
I hope
I
he's
had
dead. He was really
questions for
rude.
him, man. Man. I'll ask the next one.
Alright. I don't know how to respond to that, but anyways. Far off, in another area, a secluded area, there are some prison cells in this cave-like area. There's a few miners working away. Like old guys who mine in caves before you start getting weird. I can hear you fuckers starting to laugh already as you misinterpret everything I say.
God damn it.
though they are in rough conditions, there are a bunch of well-shrouded figures armored up and ready to attack the workers if they misbehave themselves. As a well-maned summer form Eldrin walks his way through the area, various soldiers saluting to him as he walks by, entering the large chamber at the end of the hall, seeing all the scantily clad maidens that surround this individual sitting upon his throne.
I have some news to report. Oh, I'm sure you do. But come now, my loyal number 2. Wouldn't you finally like to get your hands on the tatas of some of these beautiful women? That is not really my regard, sir, and you know that. Oh, but come on. But come on. I have acquired the most beautiful artifacts from all over. All pale. All objects pale in comparison to beauties like these, he says, like, tipping the chin of one woman who really wants to pull away from him. Lord Stryker, this is serious. I know. Please tell me what you have to inform me of, and then be on your way. Your previous associate, Warren, is still alive. And at that, Lord Stryker finally takes things serious. I was assured the report said he was dealt with promptly. It was a true shame to lose that one, but he left us, and no one leaves us and survives it. Which is why I will take it upon my personal jurisdiction to ensure he actually stays dead this time. But we were wrong. He still draws breath. Is that why your weapon is not here? Indeed. She has decided to accompany him for the time being. But no worries. I will see to it myself. He no longer draws any breath. See to it that you do, Arakti. Failure will not do you well. But I should say, if he does come here, and he looks over to a cage suspended above him with another feminine beauty held above, I have something he wants. Even if he comes to me, well, I'd love to see the look on his face when he realizes he'll never get that one again. Your confidence is most assured. And that's where we're going to end today's session.
Wow.